And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always we have Dion
Yo,
and we have Material Life.
Hey y'all.
All right, for those that are watching this on YouTube, please forgive the avatar that you are seeing right now. I just got a new laptop and I just realized that this thing has an avatar creation. And I have not created the avatar, but I wasn't going to be no pink haired white man, so I just changed it to a black man with a bad hairline. So he's going to have to do for that. When y'all see this on YouTube, you'd be like, damn, what the fuck?
it's that bad.
Yo, you don't even look like a brother. You look like remember them old creative players where it's just like white people in blackface?
Does the avatar look like Nintendo 64 graphics?
No.
PS1 graphics?
Xbox 360 avatar people. Or remember
could be
the PlayStation
worse.
Home? Remember the PlayStation Home? Those avatars? It's like a mix of that.
Okay. That's interesting.
I will send I'll send a screenshot whenever we get to starting. But yeah, let's get to started. First thing B just brought up. I guess it's been a while since I didn't watch the vice president debate. I'm pretty sure none of y'all did either, right?
No.
The one where they talked about cats and dogs and
No, that was the presidential debate. The vice presidential debate that happened
oh
a
no,
while.
I didn't watch that. Like
Yeah.
I was exhausted from watching the presidential debate that I have completely shut down. I was like, I don't want to do nothing more. Like
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
that drained my soul. Like watching from like I didn't even finish it because it was just so draining.
Okay, with that, because B did bring up something that you know what, it is interesting to talk about. When I first started, and I said it's looking like Trump. Trump looked like the 2024 Boston Celtics having a quick ass easy run to the NBA Finals. Now, I don't know, man. The race is kind of closer, and Trump doesn't seem that confident. So I come to the panel. How do y'all feel now? How do y'all feel about the race and like who will be becoming president?
To be honest, I really couldn't tell you who's gonna be president. You may want a certain person to be president, but in reality, like it's very, very unclear as to like how this poll is gonna go. Like at first, I was just like, I don't even understand why Biden allowed them to punk him out of like leaving the election and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, some people still like and agree to like how Biden ran the presidency and stuff like that. Um, but with Kamala, like I don't know. Like some days I feel like some people are secretly starting to like her, but then some days I feel like people be playing, like they be pretending like they want to be there at these events, and then I feel like the Republican Party is still. I don't even understand what's her name, Candace Owen, thinking she made this whole big like video in regards to Kamala not being black, but like I think to be honest, the black people in the Republican Party is so delusional to think that people care. Like black people are not screaming at Kamala like we kind of like put her on the like we think she Indian. So if anything, at the end of the day, she's gonna be the first Indian president.
I've been
So
saying person of color.
so
I've
it's
been
like
calling her a person of color. But it's funny you didn't mention that because I saw in the same video and she was like trying to get her grandma's her grandmother's death certificate and all that other stuff, and I said, "You Republicans look desperate." And a
Yeah.
lot of those
Why?
people just mad at me. He was like, "Oh, you don't want to know the truth." It's that's not the point. No one
Nobody
cares.
cares. Like
It's just
her.
it's up there with the whole Trump saying grab him by the pussy. I said after a while, no
Yeah.
one cares. It's
Yeah,
not
like
stop.
it's one thing, like, Barack, he was like the first black man. But for her, it's like we don't care. Like, because even when she tried to be black, it just gives off trying to be like, it just don't even sound right. So it's like that's not the thing. Y'all need to, like, at the end of the day, like, Trump still says things that all these emotional personnel, it really be triggering. So it's like, until y'all realize that people are still triggered, like, she and I was at first I was like, okay, like, we don't know what she's about. We don't know what, till this day we still barely know. Like, every interview she still brings up Trump. And it's just like, girl, you got like 30 days. Like, we
This
need to hear
goes this
something
goes
else.
back to what I was saying when all of this first started. I don't care about like her race, nationality, or whatever the case may be. I
Hmm.
haven't seen anything out of neither candidate that tells me they're they're suitable for this position.
Yeah. And that's where everybody's at. Where everyone's like, bruh. Like,
Right. They're
out of
too
out of
busy.
two
They're too
bads.
busy talking bad about each other and they're not really saying shit. At least nothing that niggas
Mhm.
didn't already know.
Exactly. People are trying to figure out which of the two bads is like the least bad.
Uh, it,
I
it,
second
it,
that with Dion. I'm like, yo, what are we running on? What are you running?
this is why I'm like I don't even want to vote. I don't know what the fuck I'm voting for. I haven't
And then
seen
they're not
nothing
even.
out of these cats that tells me yes, this is a good candidate. I don't know too much about what they plan to do if either of them does get the seat because they're too. You got Trump is too busy spouting nonsense, and Kamala's side is too busy just wanting to talk bad about Trump.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this like, dog, Trump's side already looks bad after that dog and cat statement. Trump's
Well,
side
now,
already looked bad. He already shot himself in the foot. Kamala, what the hell are you planning to do if you win this election? That's all the fuck you gotta do. Trump done talked himself into a hole.
well, then she brought out Obama, and then he done told black men, "You ain't." I was like, Lord Jesus, take
That,
the
That's
that,
what
wheel.
I
I, that,
wanted. Thank you. I'm gonna look that up. Well, you can talk about that, but I'm gonna look it up.
was that Barack that said that? Or was that
Yeah,
Was
someone else
Obama?
saying that
he had
shit?
brought up all the black men to like this little function, and he was saying, well, if you choose to like vote for Trump, like, he didn't say specifically you not black, but he was just like, how, like, Biden said, if you vote something, you're not black. But it might as well say you ain't a man if
Yeah,
you
I was
choose.
about to say, I thought that was Biden that said that dumb shit.
Yeah, Biden has said to Charlemagne, like, if you vote Trump, then you're not black. If But Obama said recently to a bunch of black men, because he had a black man conference and stuff, that if you choose to vote Trump, that in the sense is like you're not a man, like, because
Nigga, what? I'm sorry, but nigga, what?
I found it.
on
B.
his video,
Yeah, I found the
That's
video.
my
Hold on.
language, but
he like
motherfucker, what?
backtracked and he like correct, like, because
No, you can't.
well, you
You
realize
can't give
how
us
it
over
came
there
out.
like you ain't say that dumb shit. No, we're not
Yeah,
gonna
I
you
found.
realize.
relax.
I found it. I found it. I found it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me know. Let me know
Yeah,
if.
let's play that. Play that.
All right. I had to say.
speak some truths, if you don't mind. Because my understanding, based on reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't mind, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly and say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you, understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences, who's had to work harder and do more and overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land and is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the things that are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents can afford medicine, and making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high, and rents that are too high, and are committed to, is committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act, so everybody's got help, and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking about sitting out? But, you know, because Pookie might be. And you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses. I've got a problem with that. Because part of it makes me think, I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable. That's not it. This shouldn't even be a question.
Obama was talking to me. he was talking to me. I will be the first to admit. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Right.
I told
that
you.
part is bad.
I told you.
Look
at this
give him time. Let him modify it. I wasn't even gonna say nothing about it. He gonna modify it, right? Just,
yeah,
even.
I told you. I told you. The headline is bad, and
it's not as bad as I was originally thinking. I will admit that.
I sent the picture in the chat.
Right. The avatar ain't as bad as I originally thought it was gonna motherfucking be.
he look old and he just shaved his beard off.
I told you he looked like a white man putting on blackface.
Mm-hmm.
He don't even look
Like
like
you know,
Robert Downey Jr. blackface. He looked like those white creative, like if you ever like had one of those creative fucking story modes and like they never put black people in there. It's just they'll just go a tint black, but it's like a white man's face with black people's skin. This is it. So the fact that we even talking about this, I feel uncomfortable because the man's hairline is not.
I know there is no lineup. But
I can't even talk about
is
black
he
women
moving
in
his lip when
this
you talk?
avatar. It's like I can't even talk about black women with this avatar because the hairline is not there. Because you
Oh
know
my
it's
god.
always because it looked like I look like I'm about to say something bad about black women, and then the hairline is just this is why white women is just like
Man.
He
his
look like he
hairline.
got a design on one of the sides though. One of his sides got a little design going on.
It shit is tacky. Shit is tacky.
uh,
I wasn't expecting
Hold
that.
on, y'all want to know my other options though? This is funny.
Mhm.
These are my other
I don't
options.
know if
That's my other option.
Mm.
Fake ass ninja. This is ninja. A white man with
what the
pink hair.
hell?
Yeah, that's my other option. A white man with pink hair, an old Asian woman, and this black woman.
Why her hair look
Why
like
the,
a mop?
why the black chick here look like a dark skinned Ice Spice?
She a
No,
baddie.
let's give it mop hair. Like I don't like how they did that.
She a baddie. She knows she is thin. She a baddie with her baddie friend.
They could at least gave us some real curls. Like, what's going on with their hair? Like, they played her. Like, she pretty and all still, but they played her. Like,
Again, like
is that
anybody
what
that's
they think black people hair look like?
yes, this is PS2 where you get a buzz cut but no hairline, or you get the ugly ass afro.
Yeah.
The stupid the dreads, they're not really dreads. It's just like what the
Mhm.
fuck? I
Like,
mean,
I really be feeling like they be playing with black people's face. Like,
yo,
this
this
don't
is
even
why
make
like
sense.
this is exactly why when they made the Killmonger, and they got that right, and they just said, "Fuck it, we're putting it on everything." Because,
Yeah,
Yo.
but look at white girl. White girl
because
wasn't
they,
no problem. Her hair
Oh
was
my god.
oh my god, look at this, oh my fucking god,
go to the white guy. Look at that.
this nigga gay.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
He is a homosexual.
Yeah.
We're not.
We know that. Because ain't no regular white man gonna be having pink hair.
Except Ninja. That's the only one. But other than oh god.
But
Yeah.
yeah, let's go back to
Yeah, let's go.
Obama had to, oh he went on a world tour after that. He had to
Yeah,
go correct himself because baby,
Woof.
black people was mad. They felt
yeah,
disrespected.
Oh yeah.
I want your thoughts. Because I'm gonna get my thoughts last.
I feel like I don't understand why they like fighting so hard for these black votes. Like, why isn't she fighting this hard for the Indian votes? Like, I don't understand why every topic has to be in regards to like black people, black people, black people. Girl,
Because it's how the Democrats have won every election they've ever won by pandering to niggers. And then
Niggas.
not delivering on their fucking promises.
Niggas
yeah,
like
but
that.
she needs to
Niggas
go
like that
pander.
avatar. They pander.
Yeah, she needs to go pander to these Indians. I don't understand why she pandering and Obama. And I'm like, bruh, where was this same energy when Hillary was running? Like she was a whole woman too. Why you ain't have that same type of energy? I'm just saying. So now all of a
I
sudden,
mean,
because she's a woman, like she's a different form of woman than Hillary. Like boy, like
See, the easy answer to that is plain and simple. Even the Democrats don't fuck with Hillary,
Yeah, I was about to say no one fuck
and
with
there's
Hillary.
and there's reasons behind that.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
like
no one.
you said, oh, y'all just afraid to have a woman president. We're like, if she spent 4 years doing something great, then we wouldn't been afraid because we would have seen her work. Now, if Michelle had ran, it's a different story. We know Michelle was making noise. She made more noise than Biden.
Right.
Michelle didn't want that. You see what it did? She seen what it did to her husband.
But in her 8 years as
First
first
lady.
lady, aka president of the United States of America, she did more noise than
I,
Biden. She passed more laws. She done set up different schools. She had all the people doing things like the girl was not sitting at home. Like both Biden and Kamala was missing during their 4 years. Biden was missing during his 8 years as VP. He was missing still during his 4 years. Him and his VP. The
Biden
last time
came
we heard
through every
about
so
them was Biden engaged.
often. We're not going to completely write off Joe. He came through every so often, but like we didn't see a lot of him.
Man, he was missing. He also came through very every so often. I think the memes came through more than him.
oh
You're
yeah,
right about that, but again, we're not gonna. I can't say and pretend that we didn't see Biden like at all. You know who we barely saw? Pence.
oh no, Pence was around.
No,
He was
Pence was
around.
around.
I,
Child, the way
them gays wasn't feeling him. He was on them gays.
no, Pence, first of all, Trump wasn't letting Pence just hang around and not do nothing. So Pence had no job but to be active. But Pence, the only reason why he lost is because he went against Trump. And people was like, oh hell no. They hated him then.
Yeah, B is absolutely correct because they wasn't feeling that good.
Yeah. First of all, there could be nobody that sat when Trump was in office. First of all, he called everybody's name out. He fired them if they wasn't doing their work. He called them out. So no one had the opportunity to be lazy. He fired them quick too. They be on their day off. They getting fired.
Fired on your day off. That's a joke that'll never get old to me. I'm sorry. How you get fired on your day off?
Oh my gosh, father!
Yes, it is.
Oh shit, father done into the chat.
Who is echoing?
I don't know. Probably me.
Who is it?
I think that's right.
Is it me?
I think it's gone now.
Yeah, it stopped.
Yeah, this is a podcast. We
so
can't
it's
be having
me.
that.
Is it back?
I think it's good.
Okay.
Okay.
What all niggas talking about?
My avatar.
And Obama told black men it's unacceptable for them to not give Kamala the same energy they gave him because they're not men or they're afraid of a woman running them or I don't know. I can't.
Yo,
Yeah,
okay.
basically.
Let me talk about that real quick because I've been relatively quiet about that. That legitimately was one of the worst things Obama could have ever said. Yo, it was no.
No. So there's no excuse for it, huh?
No, bro. Like, this is an election. If you want people to care, make them care. You can't just say, well, I don't know why you won't give Kamala the same energy that you give me. Like, are you trying to little boy these niggas? Are you trying to little
Not little boy.
He was.
Bruh, he was. You know what Obama did? He was rubbing
No,
Lil
because
Biz bald
I
ass
get
head.
what father is going for, because it's like it does feel almost insulting when you think about it.
No, but put that in the context of all the other shit that we've seen the Democrats do when it comes to advocating the vote towards their party, especially when it comes to black people, especially specifically when it comes to black men. You feeling what I'm saying? When it comes to black men, there's strip clubs and fucking what was that shit they just did recently that Kamala did? The whole balloon popping thing. She done got that shit on, like barber shops and going to motherfucking chicken places over in bumfuck South Carolina. Like, bruh, they really trying to little boy y'all, and like I think black men are getting to a point where it's just like, yo, we're fucking tired of this shit. Like, y'all don't take us fucking seriously, and I think the ironic part is Obama is the magnum opus of them not taking them the fuck seriously, the way he try to little boy them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, it like you want to know what it looked like to me? It was like Obama rubbing the head of Lil Bill, rubbing Lil Bill's bald ass head and talking about, you need to vote, Lil Bill. Otherwise, the evil orange monster is gonna take all your rights away. And it's like, nigga, you taking rights away right now. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we are in a financial crisis right now. It's not just black people, it's everybody. So if you're going to be specific about the ills of black men, the very first thing Obama should have did was sit down and shut up and listen to these men when they're saying things. They feel the way they do for a reason. It's not, bro, like I hate how they always try to make it into a numbers game. And it's like, it's not a numbers game. Otherwise, Hillary would have fucking won the election. And niggas still didn't want her in the motherfucking office. Niggas voted for Bernie. It should have been Bernie versus someone else. Trump, like, I don't even really think he's that popular for real, but I think what gives Trump his mass appeal is just due to the fact that he's brutally fucking honest.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like to the point where it's comedy.
Bernie let them sucker him out of the last election. I was like, why you do that?
Well, Bernie, Bernie.
They straight up backdoored him for Hillary.
Yeah, they didn't fuck with Bernie. They didn't fuck with Bernie.
They also, but then they called him and told him, like, for Biden, like, he needs to, like, just stand down. I'm like, damn, why you let them sucker you like that?
Because he knew that they wasn't fucking with him either. The people was fucking with him.
The people was fucking with him. That's all that matters.
Yeah, nah, but the Democrats that was running shit, they was like, nah, my nigga, you ain't.
To be honest, anybody would have won. Like, that second election, anybody would have won. Because everybody was done and through with Trump, that last election that passed. They all was done with him. They were so pissed with him that anybody could have won. Even Kanye got some votes. So, anybody was possible. Any other Democrat they had put up there was going to win. I don't know about Hillary, because they was just so mad that she damn near killed so much soldiers, and
Hillary
she was out there leaking information.
God,
she wouldn't have won. But
she won the popular vote. She actually won the popular votes. She actually did win the popular votes.
The Electoral College wasn't going to allow that, though. What I think is going to happen here, if I could be blunt, Kamala's going to win the popular, but the Electoral College ain't going to let a woman of color in that seat.
Well, if they have enough Indians in there, she won't get it. The Indians want that one fair win. That's gonna be the first Indian president.
So we're gonna gloss over the woman part. Okay.
Dion, I have to fucking disagree with you, because these are the same niggas that let Nancy Pelosi rock for as long as she did. Not only that, but when you look at other people like motherfucking not only Nancy Pelosi, but like Sarah Palin and Hillary Clinton, these women not only have status, but they have intelligence. You feeling what I'm saying? They know shit that a lot of people don't. That's why they made such a big deal of Hillary Clinton's emails when she was running. So
Yeah.
I don't even really necessarily think it's the woman card because
I think
yo,
a lot
if we're
of
going no Dion, because if we're going with that logic, Kamala would be the perfect candidate to be president right now because they could make her appear as if she's rolling back all of the abortion shit that was going on.
Which is why she's running now.
Exactly.
that's going. I feel like that's the one thing that could be her, I guess, saving grace. Because you're
Saving
going to
grace.
run
Only
over all the
saving
votes with
grace.
the.
It's the only thing. I'm gonna be, hey yo, for real though, Dion. I'm gonna be real with you. I've never seen the AKAs more outside. than
Oh
But
my
now.
lord.
but then
Child.
but then also what the other thing I was going to say,
Or the
playing
fact that she came
going off
from
of
an
what else you were
HBCU.
saying, Father. You the thing that got them women over is more of what they represented. That saved them.
I mean, yeah, representation does matter, but this is the United States of America. People have
Well,
short attention spans.
they making sure you know she came from an HBCU.
Yeah.
Sis is definitely one of us.
Nah, material life. No, you're right. You're 100% right. That's why they peddle that shit every single time she gets on the camera. And you know she turns that black scent on. I know you hear it. She
Yeah.
switches from one accent to the
And
fucking
it's
other.
so cringy though. But to me, she a whole Indian. I don't care.
Fuck.
Which
I
is
don't
why
care what she is. I feel like she
So,
should
this is
pander to the Indian community.
she's pretty much become a chameleon at this point. She's
No,
mastered the art of code switching,
no. I don't
She
even think she's
she has
chameleon.
not
and
mastered
that's if
the art of code switching.
that's what it
Nothing
seemed
about
like
her
to
gives
me. It
off.
seems like she's mastered the art of code switching.
no, that's not
Nothing
code
about her
switch.
gives off black. Like it's black is just natural. Like black is just natural. When she tries to emulate or be black, it just doesn't give natural. It just gives off. So
And
I feel
y'all
like you
wonder,
should pander to continue
It
to
gi-
remain
it
Indian.
gives off what?
and y'all wonder why I call her a person of color.
She is absolutely
But
a
then,
person of color.
okay, and then my question to Material Life, you said it gives off. Gives off what? Because we don't know what to refer to her as.
A
No,
person of
I
color.
no. To me, she's Indian. I feel like she's 100% Indian. She just she just went to HBCU. That's the same thing with the lady that was what's that girl that would
I
work for what?
mean,
Rachel
And
she's
Dolezal.
Rachel
she's
Dolezal.
yeah.
something. She's something because the name Kamala is definitely a Middle Eastern ass name.
No, it's an
Well, she was
Indian
That's
name.
an
raised by
Indian
her
name.
Indian family, so like
Kamala is 100%
Literally an Indian name.
Indian.
But
Kamala is
we
Indian.
need to stop confusing Middle East and India. They are not the same fucking
They're
territory.
not the same. Kamala is Indian. That is red dot.
well, her mom is Indian.
Huh.
She was
Her
raised by
father
her
is
mom.
Jamaican.
I don't know her daddy, so
Yeah,
Her father's Jamaican.
her father is Jamaican, but what they also said was that he descended from slave owners. So do with that information what you will.
Yeah, do what thou will. Shout out to Epson. Do what thou will.
I feel like she should pander to Indians. It's enough of them here. Like, girl.
You want to know what material life? I'm a slightly disagree because the Indians already are pandering towards her. It's the Indians pandering her. It's not her pandering towards Indians. Because if you
And then,
notice,
That's why I said she needs to like even when she did that interview talking about where the lady was like, "Oh, I keep telling everybody that you're Indian," and I'm just like, and she like it was so cringe. Like she didn't want to like, yeah, half of my family looks like you, girl.
Oh, you talking about
yeah,
Megan
I
Taylor?
saw that.
You talking about Megan Taylor?
I laughed when she said that
I
shit.
was
I
like,
fucking laughed.
why you being awkward to them? Stop being awkward to them. Like just they are embracing you, embrace them.
Yeah, but in the game of politics, they're the other. I don't care.
Go ahead. My bad, Father. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Mhm.
No, it's not because it's just like, bro. I mean, we've seen the election. First of all, Kamala did not have a full year to fucking campaign. That's why I'm saying like it wouldn't really work in her favor to pander towards those people, just due to the fact that there's so many other people that's in front of them that need immediate attention. Hence why she's doing the black scent. Hence why there was popping balloons over not voting, and why they sent Obama as a motherfucking minion to go and little boy black men.
But I don't know why we say she didn't have a year. Like, remember she ran
She
in
she
2020.
really didn't. You
No, she
forget the
has.
whole reason
She
she's
has 6
even in the
months.
position she's in now is because someone else backed out.
She literally, she had about 6 months. Give or take, she had about 6 to 8
Yeah, but
months.
she ran before, so we kind of know, like, you know, a little bit.
That was before, and that was how many years ago?
That was four
You got
years
to set
ago.
up a whole other campaign plan. That's not that's
Actually,
not
I'm gonna
a
take that
simple
a step
thing.
further. I'm gonna take that a step further. Not only do you have to have your own campaign plan and your own and a way to finance all of that shit, but the number one thing about politics is about positioning. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be positioned in order to be a candidate for president, because when that 4 years or that 8 years is up, then there's another agenda that's going to be filled. If you remember, especially when it goes from Democrat to Republican or Republican to Democrat, a lot of them, the very first 4 years is rolling back all of the shit that the previous administration did, which takes time, which is why a lot of Americans' infrastructure sucks, because money is going here, their money is going there, their money is going here. Then all of a sudden we're giving money to Ukraine for some reason because Russia done invaded them. Oh shit, Israel needs some money since we're the fucking gold digger baby daddy. We go give some money over there too. So it's constant moving and nobody is focused on what actually needs to happen domestically.
I would just say this on paper, because I know, like, we're looking at her face. On paper, if you think about it, her last name is Harris. Harris is mostly a black name. I know most black people have that name. Uh, she went to Howard. She's in the AKA. She also went to an HBCU. She's in a black sorority, and she's been a district attorney. And then you see her with pictures of Montel Williams and the other people and other people. So on paper, her blackness is like there, but when you look at her, and then sometimes when you hear her talk, and then you realize she's married to a white man with no kids and just like a foster mother, that's where people just kind of like side eye her, like, wait a minute, wait. So
Also, her history of being a
Bombastic
prosecutor.
side.
yeah, also a history of being a prosecutor. But as I was saying before Father joined, I said Obama was talking to me personally. Obama was talking to me personally because although I'm not, I've been saying I've been holding my votes. It was just like, and he was like, "What are you holding your vote?" He's basically like, "What are you holding your votes for?" It's just like you don't want to see a woman in president of being a president. And I'm like, that's not the point of me holding my votes. Tangibles is what we've been asking for, and then like, and I'm a Obama lover. I'm sorry, and I've been the only one really defending Obama, but I will also be the one that will admit that they voted you in because you're black, and you know that. And so the fact that you got in because you were black, you don't think people is not going to do that again? No, the second you know that you got in just off the state of being black. The second person that's going to be getting in, they're going to be pushed harder because the fact that people feel like they let Obama slide through his whole 8 years. I disagree with that. I feel like everybody just wanted him to do his 8 and go. Um, but now, like, people after his presidency, people look at it as just like, damn, Obama didn't really do shit for black people. In which I've always said, I didn't ask Obama for shit until the last 2 years of his fucking presidency, and when black people was getting their ass whipped by the fucking police, then y'all started asking for shit. And then you know how people
And
get
then
mad.
was asking for the wrong shit.
They was asking for what they wasn't asking for anything. And then getting mad when fucking the LGBT was fucking getting married. Oh, you ain't doing nothing for us. I said, what the fuck do y'all want? Uh, 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 body cameras. That's it.
What?
That's it.
Body cameras.
Body cameras. Yeah, yeah. We need to watch these cops.
Yeah, but like at the same time though, I also think that they actually benefit from keeping the conversation at this level, at this election level every 4 years, because the people in the state and the local level that actually try to get things done, a lot of them niggas get either put in jail or assassinated. And they have been doing that for many years now. If you remember Black Lives Matter, it literally happened to them. That movement, I always say it got fucking co-opted. It's not that Black Lives Matter was always this grift in order to get black people to, invest in something that was just going to siphon money away from them. It legitimately fucking started as a grassroots movement that was left in wake of what was it, Ferguson, right? I think it was Ferguson. So
Yeah, Ferguson.
yeah, so but yeah, like, and there was people like literally on the ground that was like pulling money, pulling resources, like bailing people out of jail, paying people's rent. Like they were serious about fucking making change. And then a lot of those leaders, like Darren Seals, they got fucking killed. And it's
Right.
always under mysterious circumstances. So what you really have to pay attention to is what's happening in the local and state level, because that is necessary. That is the conversation that we really need to be happening, because it has a instant impact, right? But with the elections, they could just fucking lollygag you for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? This is another reason why a lot of black people, they feel hesitant to vote, because it's like, bro, it's the same shit over again. It's a never ending cycle. Yeah, because it's designed like that because of the fucking benign neglect policy. Just, you can mention black people by name, but don't do anything specifically for them. Do it for the LGBT. Do it for the women. Do it for the trans. And yeah, they're part of LGBT, but they also get double prioritize just to stick it to the other LGBTQ people, because they know that a huge amount of black and brown people would benefit from those fucking things. You feeling what I'm saying? So you gotta see how they deliberately use language in order to it not include you.
It's funny because the best way of me explaining this is I always turn it into a joke. So, and the joke is, Obama is just made president, and a lot of people is trying to get the laws changed for them. So you have your blacks, you have your women's rights movement, and then you had your LGBT. The LGBT comes first and says we want to get married in all 50 states. He was like, "I give you New York," and the gays was like, "No, all 50 states." They're like, "You know what? Fuck it, y'all can have all 50 states." The women come up. They said, "Yo, we want equal pay." All right, we'll see what we can do with equal pay. And then black people come up, and it's just like, "Yo, what do we want?" There's so much problems that it's like they end up arguing and fighting over what the fuck we need to solve first. It's like, I understand y'all got so many things, but we need one thing. What's the one thing y'all want? Oh. And then everybody just fumbled. And then while they're fumbling, the gays come back and say, "So let's talk about bathrooms." And that's how I explain Obama's tenures. Uh, Now the second person of color president is going to be in, or if we're going to give her the black moniker, she knows that niggas want tangibles. All right, we let the first person slide without asking really for tangibles or anything except for body cameras. Now we need tangibles. We need stuff to help the community out, because gentrification is happening. Fucking everything, the economy fucking is in the gutter right now. Rent is fucking $2,000, and people can't get their life fucking started.
And to add to that, I kind of feel like one of the things that's fucking over the economy is gentrification.
Yeah, especially in DC. Especially in DC.
Don't get me started. Because with the way things are going on in the surrounding areas of DC, for example, for those listening to this, I'm currently in Suitland.
Oh yeah, they building.
So
they building.
yeah.
I just seen them knock down some buildings. There's gonna be some fucking luxurious apartments coming up for like 2,000, 2,500. Yeah, and it's metro accessible. And
this is what they're trying to get. They're trying to get us out of the DMV in general.
Yeah, they trying to
because they started by remodeling and building XYZ within DC itself. And then what happened? Everybody moved out of DC, and now they're in all the surrounding areas. Suitland, Temple Hills. Whatever outside of DC. I'm physically in Landover at the moment because again I'm at my mother's place, but you know, yeah.
Forestville's getting it too. District Heights, Forestville's getting it too. Trust me.
I ride through Forestville to and from work. I see all of that. Everything you're talking about, I see this, and it's going and it won't be long before, literally, with the exception of the most torn up areas, it's barely going to be black folk around here.
Look, y'all should have got the message when Berry Farms got fucking knocked the fuck down. That should have been the light bulb.
Berry Farms had to go. If you know what I know, Berry Farms had to go.
I get it, but at the same time, that should have been that. Oh shit, they knocked down Berry Farms. What the fuck else been going? Oh, Forest Creek.
Okay.
If I lived in Forest Creek, I'd have been like, oh. I don't live in Forest Creek no more, but like I said, gentrification is fucking happening. So Kamala, as the second president, you are going to get all the attention. We're going to vet the fuck out of you. And this is why people is coming for not only what do you represent, your race, what do you stand for, who are you really backing? Are you really backing us as black people, or are you going to be backing your Indian friends? Are you going to be backing your white friends that you done fucking shook hands with? Who are
Kamala is in a desperate situation, and I'm gonna explain it like this, right?
Right.
If assuming she win, okay, let me backtrack real quick. If she loses the election, I feel like it's not gonna be that big of a deal. A majority of folk feel like I do, like she's not really going to win this thing, and Trump is going to take it again.
I did it first. I'm with you.
And so a lot of folks still feel like Kamala ain't going to get it, myself included. She's fighting her ass off, but I still, something in my gut still tells me this one is still somehow going to go to Trump. I repeat what I said earlier. She's going to win the popular, but the Electoral College ain't going to let her fucking have it. That's exactly what I think is going to fucking happen.
I don't know. It's up in the air, to be honest, because I can't trust the electoral, like the popular vote, I could care less about. Like, let's be honest.
Because again, if the actual Electoral College don't agree to give you the seat, they're not going to give you the fucking seat.
I don't know. Trump
exactly. That's facts. Like the electoral is like it's questionable. Like I don't know who's the person who's voting in. Like let's be honest. They're not really. They're supposed to be voting based off of what the popular vote is, but they're not doing that.
Now, yeah, they're really they pick who they like. They're really just supposed to oversee the damn thing. But they end up just picking whoever the hell they feel is suitable or whatever. But getting back to what I was starting to say before, if Kamala wins, she's gonna be under a microscope. If she says something and don't deliver, people are gonna be on her ass. She's not gonna hear the end of it. The same way people to this day complain about things Obama did wrong or things that Obama was supposed to do and didn't. Now, and mind you, Obama had mad opposition to some of the stuff he was trying to do. So and he still catches flack for the stuff he failed to accomplish. People don't consider the resistance he was facing from the Republicans and certain other people about certain stuff. So there's that. That's what I feel like is going to happen to Kamala if she wins. The things that she does not do, that she makes whatever promises or whatever about, they're going to hold that over her head for fucking ever.
Okay. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
She's not really making that much promises though. So
that's been my problem with her. It's on the Trump side. It's been like Trump. He's been fucking up to a point where it's just like you're making it closer than you really need to be, because he's been fucking up. especially with they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cat shit. That's it. I'm like, if I was his PR, I'd have fucking punch air like Cuba Gooding Jr. and fucking Boys in the Hood. I'm punching air right now.
Well, his the dogs and cats already done passed. Now it's the whole school education thing, the choice situation, where he's like he want to take it back to the same way Roe v. Wade they took birth control and like abortion back to the state level. He's ready to take education back to the state level. Um, and he said if they're what was it this last thing? If they want to do things about what is it called? Slavery and all that stuff. And he said what he wanted to not send them money, I think he recently said. I'm like,
What trying to bring back slavery
no,
or
if
we go
they
doing the
want to
whole
like
reparations thing again?
teach about it.
Oh,
Look at it. The
CRT.
Department of Education. He recently did an interview about in regards to choice school. Like, look up that video and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, CRT. It's a CRT. This is CRT shit.
No, it was
see,
about sending education,
see,
Department of Education, back to like the state level, where he's removing education from being like the government level to just the state level.
That way they could legally segregate. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
that's what. Yeah, that's something they're trying to combat against CRT because hell, you could tell people the South won.
true. And on a state level, some places still partake in that. They just do it in subtle ways.
Nah, I don't think America could handle another segregation, because if they did, we would cook them to oblivion. We'd cook them harder than we cooked them back
Man,
when
say
it was
that
original
again,
segregation.
Father.
Nigga,
Boy,
original segregation, we was cooking them niggas. We was cooking them niggas so bad they had to fucking destroy our towns and cities, bro. If that shit
Right.
happens again, they're getting cooked.
that's why I'm like, I don't think they really
And the
understand.
way
Like,
things
it
are
would be a
now, if they pull that shit you were just talking about, Father, they're literally going to start another civil war.
I think it would be
It,
a true like how South Africa apartheid is going on. It would definitely be that in
I
America.
repeat, you're going to start another goddamn civil war.
Nah, but here's the thing, Dion. It's been a civil war for the past fucking 50 years. And the reason
But
why
you're
I'm
going
saying
to,
that,
but
no, but the reason why I'm saying that though is just because look at the rhetoric of every single election up until the point that segregation was taken away. Look at how politically that black people have been edged along. They've been kumbaya. It's kind of like that little baby that you put a little fucking baby bottle in, but that baby bottle is not full of nutritious shit. It's just enough to feed you. You feeling what I'm
it's not,
saying?
it's not even milk. It's just water in that bitch.
Yeah, it's like I mean, yeah, he'll live, and then they feed it to you, and then you're okay with it because at least you're not dead.
And the amount of educated black people is, and the amount of things we create, boy, they'll be HBCUs will be up 3,000.
Not only
Mine.
3,000, but like also consider a lot of the innovation, because now what you would be doing is you would be forced to spend your motherfucking resources directly to your community instead of taking it out to other people that don't give a fuck about you. You know
I'm
what?
telling
Want to
you,
also know what that means? That people are also not only going to be politically educated, but they're going to be socially educated. Doctors and lawyers and all those other really super successful people are going to move back to the motherfucking black neighborhoods, so that way equity can be shared equally amongst the people. That's one
I'm
of the
telling
main
you.
reasons why they destroyed fucking Tulsa.
And black communities solely
Yeah,
based off of man,
Uh-huh.
they
It's why
wouldn't
they
want that.
destroyed Tulsa. It's why
They
they
wouldn't want
it's
that.
why they buried the one community where Central Park in New York is.
Seneca. I
All of
believe
that
it was
shit.
called Seneca.
That's what I said. It would like how South Africa apartheid is going on right now. Boy, them whites is struggling. Like some of these schools, that's these generational schools, these white schools, they'll definitely start to feel the difference. They'll definitely feel it. Like it, like certain
I will
things
say
that will probably,
I will say
that
this.
sounds good, but in reality, it's like, bruh, you don't want that.
I will say this. Go ahead. Go ahead and segregate the colleges so that the all black schools can cook all the all white schools in sports.
You're
We'll
black,
have to-
they're white. That's it. We just like
Mhm.
that.
And then they'll
You
have
gotta-
their own athletic league, because we all know like once black people they go too far. Like you go a little bit, but black people gonna go all the way.
Oh, the Negro League.
Like they're gonna be to the point where they're gonna take all the black guys out the NFL and be like, fuck them. We're gonna create our own league.
It's
They're
like
gonna we already know how to get networks, so we're gonna be creating
people.
more youth networks.
It's like, do motherfuckers not understand that when you put black folk in a certain position, or try to make it so that we can't do something, you tell us we can't do something. We want to prove you wrong out of spite now. That's the thing about us. We will do our damnedest to prove you wrong purely out of spite.
No, I don't think it should be spite anymore. We should just do it just because.
Just because.
Well,
Harlem Heat.
maybe I'm
Shout
just
out to
speaking
Harlem
for
Heat.
myself because I will admit to being a spiteful ass nigga. But anyway,
You want to know what, Dion? I want you to take your spite and turn it up to 100,000 because these niggas stole from you. You need to steal back. That's all I'm saying.
Harlem Heat.
again, I will admit to being a spiteful ass nigga.
Take it the fuck back and spit on their face while you do it too. And laugh like, and you want to know what? I want you to laugh specifically like motherfucking Seth Rollins did when he took the title from Roman Reigns. That laugh.
Stop. Stop.
So, Dion, I want you.
Because Seth Rollins, to me, out of any wrestler in the industry, has the most maniacal laugh.
Oh shit, yo, Dion, I want you to be a 5'5" Devo for Friday. it's my bike, punk.
I mean, no. I'll never be a Devo. I'm sorry, but there's a difference between being spiteful and being a bully.
What are you gonna do besides?
I'm spiteful as a motherfucker, but I refuse. I straight up refuse to be a bully.
Yeah, fuck that. You a bully now. Shut up.
Quit being a bitch. Come on. I can see
No,
you saying that.
I've always been the guy that went after the bullies.
Yeah, you going after these ones.
Yeah.
I don't see the disconnect here. What are you saying?
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I feel like y'all just want me to be the villain of the group just because.
You are the villain of the group.
You are the villain of the group. What the fuck do you mean?
Fuck y'all.
Villain club. What we talking about?
Fuck y'all.
You're the most vocal villain in here. You the vocal villain. VV.
You need people like me. So you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy.
Yeah, quote Scarface. Just like
Hey, Dion, don't let me know you're a low key barb.
Say what?
No, that's Scarface. I know you think it's Charlie B, but that was from Scarface.
Nah, he's a barb.
Just like that.
Have you actually not seen the movie Scarface? Wait a minute.
No, not the whole thing.
Oh, Al Pacino at his fucking finest. You gotta. Ooh.
I only seen like the same clips that go around like faithfully,
Then
where
you
he
would
like
know.
pulls two guns out and like where he's like in the restaurant, I think, and
Wait. How you from Miami and not watch Scarface? Isn't that like the law?
you gotta remember, I don't really watch these like
Yeah, it's like the law though.
no
It's
like
it's like me being in DC and not knowing what go-go music is. It's like, are you fucking deaf?
I don't really like those type of movies. They got too much going on. Like I don't like movies that got too much going
Scarface is a life lesson. No, Scarface is a life lesson.
Definitely.
It's like Power Book, all that other stuff I'm putting.
Look past all the cocaine and the white women and the shooting. Scarface is a life lesson.
Yo,
There's too much going on.
As someone that watched fucking Scarface, like, I watched it, and you want to know what the very first thing I said when the movie ended? I was like, I really fucking hate that nigga. I'm glad that happened to him.
Yeah, I don't think I'm black enough.
But it's not even a black thing because hell, the main character of the movie ain't even black. But
No, but I'm saying, like, it's a lot of these things, like drug dealers and like these type of movies that like
I didn't watch Shadows until I joined the military. I never
That's
seen
fine.
it.
By the way, fuck
That's
that
fine.
movie.
That's fine because I know a lot of people that have never seen Shotas. Shotas is one of those. Your
Shouters is a cult classic.
I also
It's
did
Shouters
learn
is what you
how to
call a
play.
cult classic.
Shotas is a cult classic, but it's one of those. You never watched it at your house. You watched it at a friend's house that had all
I
DVDs.
also did learn
Or
how
you
to
just
play
randomly caught it on TV at some point or another. I don't know nobody that actually owns like a physical copy of that motherfucker. And I don't see it on no streaming services.
Which is why I said that. You usually have a friend that have it. It's like, where the fuck did you get this?
Then-
Shotas is. Go ahead.
But
G.
then again, I never learned how to play spades until the military.
It's okay because a lot of black people don't know how to
Dominoes was the
play.
game. Like domino. What else? Like card games,
shit.
but it wasn't like regular card games.
Don't.
Shit,
Okay,
I
I'm
learned-
gonna tell you this:
I
do
learned-
not play
I learned most
dominoes
of
with
the-
old black men, especially old Caribbean black men, because they don't have the time and patience. If you're gonna play spades, play with someone that's going to have patience with you because
Well, I eventually learned.
who taught you?
Live streaming is on.
Some black people.
Like after you repeat it, it sounds crazy, but
I'm just laughing at the fact that you didn't learn how to do certain stuff until you joined the military. Meanwhile, all
I
those
didn't know
games you was talking about, I knew how to do all that shit before I hit my teens.
I didn't know how to play pool until I got to the military.
well, you gotta remember, I'm not like I'm Haitian, so it's different. Like we didn't play like
You
these things unless you was like
okay, hold up, back up, because anybody I know, any associated with the Caribbean, dominoes is y'all thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bones. Like I learned bones from old Caribbean black men.
exactly like spade wasn't like something you played. Like you played counting games like with cards, like you was doing math with cards, like so
Shoot,
I didn't know about
I'm a-
spades until I got around.
I'm gonna
some,
tell
like,
you,
real black people.
my bad. Finish. My bad.
No, I'm saying I didn't know spades until I got around some real black people. Like
Yeah, that if you was
You
on the
gotta
Heritage Truman between 09 and 012, 08 and 012, and that AF fucking gallery where all the black people was
yeah,
you was playing spades. You
but
learned.
you also gotta remember, Florida is very like Miami is very segregated. Like it's a big separation amongst like everybody. Like black people live in certain areas, Hispanics live in certain areas, Puerto Ricans live in certain areas, Haitians live in certain areas. Like it's real segregated.
And then you gotta be specific when you talk about what nationality is where in Miami, because you gotta be specific. You can't just say Hispanic. You gotta remember you got the Cubans, the Dominicans all through there,
Yeah, and they all
the
lived in their
occasional Puerto Rican.
like the Cubans lived in their own area, the Mexicans lived in their own area, the Puerto Ricans lived in their own area. Like you might get a little random person that moves in the block, but it's like they the minority. Like they don't make no decisions. Like they survive it.
Pretty much.
Okay. By the way, I wanted to show y'all this because if you saw my avatar, I finally like started creating it. And remember when I told you about like the old school created characters where it's just like it's not a black person, but it's a white person in blackface and all that other shit? Look at this shit.
Oh, that's okay. You in your emo era.
But look at the hairstyles that I have to deal with. Like,
Yeah, it's giving emo.
look at that. Look at
What the fuck is that?
Why is
dreads.
that so long? Is that a crown?
That is dreads.
That's dread.
What the fuck is that? And then the
Oh.
one thing, And then no, it's the one part in the middle. I'm sorry, you look like Vegeta. Take that shit off. You look like
No,
Vegeta.
it's one of his dreads hanging out in the front. I thought it was like a crown. Like that's weird.
Yeah, I know, but look. I want you to look at this. Look at these hairstyles for blacks. All right, that's one. I'm gonna throw this one in here too. Look at that.
That shit look.
I'm gonna have it. I was looking at this and I said, I just wanted y'all to look at the struggle.
This is so disrespectful.
Well, look at a mohawk.
Yeah, hold on. This is the
Fuck that
ball.
mohawk.
This is the ball head. The ball head. All right.
Honestly, that's the blackest hairstyle in any video game or anything. Just go
Yeah,
bald.
Rick Ross.
Yep.
Look at this. You got
Straight
the
up,
regular buzz
straight
cut.
bald head and beard.
Look, this is a toupee. This is a damn toupee. I think this is supposed to be a pompadour, but this is a damn toupee. Look at this shit.
Yeah, just no.
And then you got the receding hairline one. You got the pointing M, down M for monkey.
Nigga, you a Majin now. You got fucking corrupted my body.
Oh my god.
Them eyebrows is done.
Is that supposed to be a fade?
Yes. We got the taper. We got the
Man, fade this shit off my screen. The fuck?
No. I got to show you this. This is DMX at age 40. Rest in peace, DMX.
Chill. Don't do acts like that.
No, when he went to jail, he had that one mugshot. Hold on. The girls
Don't do acts like that.
Hold on. Y'all want to see black women? Hold on.
I don't know if I. Oh my god.
Look at that. I look like Prince.
I was gonna say you look like a pimp named Slickback before he became a pimp named Slickback.
Look at these curls. Look at these curls. What is that?
No, go back to that last one. Go back to that last one. Hold up. Go back to that last one.
That's the Jay-Z style.
You look like what's his name when he played Pinky in freaking Friday After Next.
Clifton Powell. I look like Clifton Powell.
By the way, I don't care what nobody fucking say. Clifton Powell is somebody's African uncle and they lost contact with. That nigga is that nigga has strong African features. Good lord.
Yes, he is. Look at this. I think this is.
Oh, he's still one of my favorite actors too.
Him and Patrick Ewing, Africans. I don't give a fuck.
Look at this shit. Look at this. This little puff balls. Yo, this is why black people. Yo, this is why black people get mad at creative player shits when we don't see our fucking hairstyles. Look at this shit.
And then the ones they do give us try to like they be looking fucked up.
This is the only good one.
That's decent. This one is decent.
This one is decent.
Nah, I want to see what the back of the head look like. Hold up, nah.
I don't know if I can turn them around. But I like that's the only one I really fuck with. Hold on. I don't even know what this is. This is dreads pulled back.
Dreads tied back.
Tied back. These are cornrows. Look.
No, the fuck they're not.
They're not. No, the fuck they're not.
These are cornrows.
Those are bike tires. Those are tires. Those are pieces off of someone's bike tire that they glued on a nigga's head.
Look at these straight backs.
That look like the wheels off of my daughter's damn tricycle. That's the fuck that looks like.
God. Hold on, we found the fade. Look at the fade. Look at the fade. Look.
No.
Ray, you know who that look like? That look like Ivan.
I remember Ivan. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh my god. Look at this.
Oh no. That one looks like Ivan. That one
looks like Ivan. He got a loaf of bread. That's not a fade. That's a loaf.
That doesn't help things. Oh no, make it stop. Make it stop.
Look. Faded dreads. Yo, this is why black people, when we do our creative
if I ever saw someone with their shit like this in real life, I would tell them to their face, dog, cut that shit off.
Look at that. Look at these.
What is this supposed to be?
Look at this picture.
Then
That's the picture cut.
no. Go back. Because then you had nerve to have all this long ass hair on it and then fade the sides like it's supposed to look like something. This is horrendous.
Oh my god.
This is disgusting.
Y'all wonder why black people be going off, white people or any other races. Y'all be wondering why black people we act the way we act when it comes to whole creative players, and then like we are tired of the Killmonger shit. Look at the shit we have to go through. Like I want people to understand this was from PS2 to like PS4. That's like 20 years of watching bad haircuts. This is why we kind of like react the way we do. Like, look at this. This is Asian high puffy Yumi shit. This one, I'm not gonna lie. If I was a woman, I would probably wear this. I don't know.
It's giving Chun-Li.
It's giving Chun-Li.
It's giving Chun-Li. The space.
This is emo. Now, this is emo.
That's the Karen haircut. That's the Karen cut.
That's Karen. No, that's Karen. That's Karen.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely giving. Where the fuck is your manager?
Oh man. Oh,
what type of fake ass Chico DeMar's looking ass haircut is that?
I told you is your white this is white with black face, and I'm pretty sure I can change the extent. Look at this shit.
That's supposed to be their version of the Killmonger style.
No, this is the whole rock star shit, and but you know what's funny? I knew people with this fucking hairstyle.
They need that.
They have the Cassie. I don't know where's it at. The Cassie joint where it's like the half head, shaved bald.
This looked like it for real, but it not completely. Because Cassie had the one side shaved bald, and then everything else was like still almost going down her back.
Yeah, I thought I saw it. Nope, found it. There we go.
That one right there. That's the one.
Yeah. All right. I just want y'all to know like what I was trying to create as an avatar. This shit is trash. On to our next topic though.
It makes you not even want to use the avatar.
Oh my fucking god.
I wouldn't even want to use this shit.
I'm gonna put a hat on him and call it a day. I'm gonna just put a hat on him and call it a day.
Right.
On to our next avatar. On to our next topic. I wanted to get your thoughts on this, so I'm gonna just play this video and then we get your thoughts.
Tell them what we argued about the entire Vegas run, Rory.
I think Wale's a better rapper than J. Cole, and that's my personal opinion. If someone said otherwise, I'm fine with that.
Wait, that is fucking crazy to say. A better rapper?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that is tough.
J. Cole has a better discography, but when it comes to straight up rapping, yes, I think Wale is a better rapper.
Ooh, shit. And I fuck with Wale.
I know you do.
That's my nigga. I fuck with Wale, but God, they're better rapper than Cole?
Yeah.
I think Cole raps a lot better than Wale, actually. What verse did you get from Wale where you was like, you know what?
I'm trying to think.
This nigga rap better than Cole.
Every intro that he has to each album would maybe not prove my point, but show the separation.
So it's separation.
I have a whole playlist on my phone of just Wale intros. We have Patreon this week. Let's add that. Let's add that to the bill.
Tell them what we argued about the entire.
Can I get your thoughts on that?
That's an interesting take.
Makes you think, don't it?
That's a very interesting take.
Because I don't think Wale. I've always said this. Wale don't get the credit he deserves. It's like as much as the big three, like the Kendrick, the J. Cole's, and Drake. But Wale has a very solid discography.
Yeah, Wale is heavily slept on.
He is heavily slept on. He is very heavily slept on, and I feel like I don't know. this is not
I
like
think
Chris Brown.
the only thing that hurts Wale is you don't hear from him as much as you hear from other artists.
Yeah, I can't really
Outside of that, that's the only negative thing I think I can say about Wale.
Can you really say that though? Because motherfucking Cole, not Cole. Well, Cole, he don't really put albums out like that. Drake, he puts one out every year, and Wale has like 5 albums.
I feel like I've heard more of J. Cole than I've heard of Wale. But that's just me.
That is
I
interesting.
just
Go ahead.
personally want to say, music is fucking subjective. If you think Wale is better, fine. If you think J. Cole is better, fine. If you're going to discuss it in a podcast format or any other place, just know what you're talking about before you talk about it. Because if you say something that is not quantifiable by facts, you've already lost the argument. I do think that both Wale and J. Cole are great artists, but it would just come down to personal preference. Like, I'd rather listen to a Wale song than a J. Cole song personally. But if we're talking objectively about who is the better rapper, I'll give that to J. Cole. Wale, however, I think is the better musician.
I agree
That's
with
a
Father. I feel like Wale makes more. I'm not. It's not. This sounds crazy. Say pop, but I mean like popular music, not like popping as if like Wale makes.
That's what pop is. Popular pop.
Yeah,
Right.
like you know.
I think the better way to kind of explain it to is like this. Wale is more about the musicianship behind what he does, as opposed to J. Cole has always been more about conveying a message through his music.
Wale conveys a message through his music.
Yeah,
He does, but J. Cole puts more of an emphasis on it.
So does Wale.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
What are you talking about?
Nigga, bro, Bad by Wale was a fucking life lesson.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Bad girls ain't no good. And the good girls ain't no fun. All the smart girls want a smart nigga. College girls all want a thug. So these scenes that we fiend what we don't need. Like, come on, nigga. That line in itself was the entire song.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Yeah, and and I like that about Wale because he'll do that and then do a Pretty Girls and the remix, which both of them are fucking fire. And he brings honor and glory to the DC area. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like another song that I really fucking like from him is a Love Hate Thing. That song is fucking amazing.
That's one of my father's favorite songs by Wale too. He fucking loves that song.
That song is so fucking good. And and that's why I say Wale's the better musician, because he can take concepts, he can take artistry, and he can turn it into his own thing. You'll know when you're listening to a Wale song. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of the same thing with J. Cole too. You'll know when you're listening to a J. Cole song, but I think what's starting to happen, high key, is that J. Cole is starting to get lumped in with like the Hobsons and the motherfucking Jordan Lucases and shit. I think he's getting corny to niggas. Especially after the beef.
Grippy. Grippy.
All I'm gonna say in regards to that situation, I believe J. Cole did the right thing stepping away from that shit.
I think a lot of people agree with J. Cole. But there was some people felt like J. Cole should have been.
Because Drake, being the sensitive light skinned nigga that he is, he made it personal. It was supposed to have been just some competitive shit. Again, Drake being the sensitive ass light skinned nigga, he made that shit some personal shit, and that's why Kendrick went at him the way he did.
I just hope, Drake has been the motherfucking. He has been the representative of light-skinned niggas for like 10, 12 years now. And it's hilarious every time I hear it.
Because again, he keeps doing stereotypical light skinned nigga shit, and it needs to stop.
Oh, you mean when he played "Be Myself and I" at a concert? He's
But
like,
the thing is, his
he's like, I ain't got no
license is
friends
just
no more. And then he played "Be Myself and I" by Beyonce at the fucking concert. Yeah.
that's hilarious. But I feel like a lot of the shit about him being light skinned is just him being fucking Canadian and shit. He's a Canadian ass nigga.
You're probably correct.
I don't even factor that part into it. It's just he keeps doing silly shit. I've been saying this. I've been saying this for years. Drake has gotten away with cardinal sin after cardinal sin as a rapper, as a musician, or whatever, and it's just gone unchecked for so long.
I
I've
don't think
also
he.
said
I don't.
that.
No, I don't even really think he got away with it. He just knew who to hide behind.
And then shit, he got called out for that. He got called out how every time he needs something, he duck and run behind somebody from Atlanta.
Not just Atlanta, Jay Prince himself.
That too.
Yeah, Atlanta. He did this in L.A. He did this in New York. He did this
Texas, especially.
Texas. Oh my god, he did it in Chicago too.
Shit.
No, that's funny.
But I've always said Drake gets away with murder, and ever since I heard he had ghostwriting and like when he used to do his freestyles off his BlackBerry, it was like you don't do that. And then people kept going.
That's not freestyling. That's you just reciting a fucking poem.
Yeah, but not even poets don't fucking read off of their fucking shit. They memorize their shit. You ever watch Def Poetry Jam?
Yeah.
There's levels to that shit. Them motherfuckers at that point, no, you gotta remember your shit. You gotta put your feeling into it. But shit, I always felt like Drake done got away with murder and shit. So it's just, but that's just me.
If Drake career ain't over at this point after everything that's going on, I don't know.
You think
why would his career be over?
Shit, where to begin? Between everything that got said about him, the numerous accolades Kendrick got just off of this and Drake.
Yeah, but that's really just black beef. Like them white folks still love Drake. Like
I
he does
mean,
no wrong. Like
I will say this, Dion. He has a strong ass dick riding fan base.
like, yeah, that's just to us. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like to the black community, it's like fun and games. But at the end of the day, some folks still love him. Like it did nothing to Drake in the span of like humbling his career because them girls are still throwing them big old heavy duty bras at him and underwears. And if he was to bring ask any of these girls that say, out, they would happily go out there with him. Like them BBL Judies and all them type of girls, they would happily be under Drake.
Yeah, he'll never live that one down. I'm sorry.
Well, he put in a song with Sexy Red, and that's diabolical. Like literally, he took what's his name beat, put it on a song, and didn't have to pay for it. And the song is viral and it plays all the time. And the guy gets zero money from it. That's crazy. Crazy work.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right. Shoot. Any last thoughts before we move on to our next topic?
I've said what I needed to say.
Well, let me finish saying this. So I feel like Wale makes
certain type of music. For like when it comes to females will tend to go more towards Wale, what because of like his style of music and like his aesthetic, everything. Where J. Cole, I feel like J. Cole tend to like more males tend to like flow more towards J. Cole. They're both good lyricists. Like they both at the end they are very skilled at their craft. But Wale became popular very fast, and he's just popular. Where J. Cole is like it was a slow trend up, and then it finally hit. Like where the rest of the world was like, oh, okay, they know J. Cole exists. But at one point, J. Cole did not get this popular this quick. Like he was still considered to be underrated, even though he's been in the industry for a long time. And he has songs that does hit sometimes. But he didn't blow until this year. Like the dude he was playing basketball overseas. Like J. Cole now, he couldn't do that regular stuff that he used to do back then. Like he could walk around without a security back then because he was considered to be regular. Like he wasn't considered to be an issue. Now he's a little bit more popular. More people are noticing his existence. So I feel like for him and Wale to be in a conversation against each other just don't even make sense to me. Like
Why not?
because they're not the same.
What do you mean? What? They both do conscious music. They both done pop music. They both done shit that's going on the radio. They're about as the same. They even came up together. Matter of fact, I think they're in the same freshman fucking.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Wale popped Wale popped quick, very quick. Like he had nothing but hits on hits on hits around his time period. J. Cole it's a slow pop. Like he slowly like this year is when he became like really big. Like more people notice his existence. But even though he's been around for a long like since 2000 and what 8, 9.
Cole been
I'm gonna disagree with he's just becoming popular because
yeah.
I feel like I feel like when he started getting real popular was 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Like a lot of people look at that as his magnum opus. Like that's where he came up.
Yeah, but it wasn't as how it is now. Like how all of a sudden J. Cole is like in everybody's mouth. J. Cole is like on everybody's radar. Everybody wants him on a song with them and everything like that. Let's be honest.
No,
it wasn't
because 2014 Forest Hills Drive, they started that whole roll of J. Cole going platinum with no features. And that was like the meme going on there. Everybody saying, oh snap, J. Cole going platinum with no features. And that's where I will admit, slower process because Wale did get popping earlier before J. Cole did. I think Wale had a better hype machine behind him with Maybach Music. So
it went up. It went up. Went up.
Ross pushes artists. I will admit that Ross does push his artists.
Yeah, but Wale went up quick and died fast. Like he went up very quick and died fast. Cole went up slow, and he's like at this, like he's now at like this point where it's like people are like fighting to get J. Cole on their song. Like I think NBA YoungBoy like got so mad because Cole didn't want to be on one of his songs or something. It was like, wait, what?
YoungBoy pop bipolar, so I see what you mean, but I still can't. No, I think Jake, like I don't think it's blasphemous to say J. Cole and Wale you can compare the two because, but this is why I've always said like that whole versus thing is a great idea because I feel like sometimes if you put their songs together and then you put their 10 best versus their 10 best and then you see like better like what really pops out or really sticks out, I think you'll really understand this shit. Like I'll give a perfect example. Trina versus Eve. On paper, I remember watching it on paper. I was like, yo, that's a wash. It's like Eve got hits and she got popping tracks and all that stuff. But when you watch the verses, you was kind of rooting for Trina. Or at least I was. I was kind of rooting for Trina. And there's nothing wrong with each catalog, but I felt like, for that environment, Trina just put out all her hits and like everything she was putting out she put out her hits, she was putting out her bangers, and she was performing. So it made it look relatively more closer than it really is. And I feel like that's the same way with uh J. Cole and Wale. And you gonna remember this. This is why like I had that whole big old spill with Trey Songz and Chris Brown, and me and Dion went back and forth at. So
That's what I said. I feel like Wale, it's more for females. Wale is always going to be like that first pick when it comes down to the girls. They're gonna always go Wale first because Wale is like he popped quick and everyone liked his music. Everyone they was crushing on him hard. But then for guys, y'all gonna always say J. Cole because J. Cole, like when you look at his music, like yeah, he has good songs, he has popular songs, he has like, but J. Cole tends to like more guys would feel like, they relate more to his style of music versus like Wale, where more females feel like they can they can put his song in the background and like, be in their mood. So like for them to like now bring like Wale is like he's chilling. Like he's no offense, like he's not on a grind like J. Cole is active. Like J. Cole the come up was slow, but it was never stopped. Where like Wale, let's be honest, like I haven't seen a hit like how he was running on the radios nonstop when he was first out. Where J. Cole might be one song here, but like his last album, 8.
Huh?
But I don't think that it should be a conversation between J. Cole and Wale. Like,
okay, before I put the screen up, what do y'all think is Wale's biggest song?
I gotta go with Bad.
me too.
What you say,
Bad.
Rico? What do you think, Father?
Lotus Flower Bomb.
Oh, that's a good song too.
Damn.
Damn, it made me get the perfume.
No, it's not even that. It's that because B done talk about like Wale got all the lady songs, and I was looking up. It made me look up Wale's biggest songs, right? And I'm gonna just say this point goes to B because the first song, his biggest song, "Bad." I think that's his biggest song. His second biggest song, "The Matrimony." That's with him and Usher. That is another fucking. I don't know what Ride Out is. I don't
I
remember Ride
fucking
Out.
forgot that song.
I don't remember Ride Out. But "The Matrimony" with Usher, that's a good one. And that was off the album About Nothing, which is my favorite Wale album. The album About Nothing. Then you got "That Way," which is another love song. "My PYT," another love song.
My pretty young
Clap,
thing.
Clappers. That's not a love song, but it's a song towards women,
Mm-hmm.
and Nicki's on that one.
No, but this list just shows his hits. I don't think it shows his.
Yeah, no, it's 42 more, but it's just.
But I tell you, that's like they're gonna always go with Wale because
That is true.
like his aesthetic speaks to us. Where more men, like you'll see J. Cole biggest songs are more of his like well, J. Cole does more conscious music. Like he's not speaking to girls and loving them and like holding like let's be honest, that's something Drake would do, speak to like girls and like pander to their vagina.
I mean, Cole got some hits for the women too. But I mean,
Yeah, but
not as many as
he's not
Wale.
known for like
I get that,
women.
but Cole got
No,
some of
but
his
like
joints for the women.
you could also say "Pretty Girls" is up there too because that song went fucking crazy when it came out.
Yeah, Pretty Girls was up there. But to B's point, a lot of the songs but a lot of his more popular songs were songs towards females. So I
Yeah,
can't.
shout out to the women, yo. I like
Yeah,
that.
I can't even not be on that, but she's right on that. So
But Cole's biggest songs aren't pandering to like women. It's,
workout. That's why I'm looking at this right now. There goes top 10 biggest songs on the official chart. Workout. That's the song towards women. Oh, here we go. No Role Models. Wet Dreams. Middle Child. The London. Workout. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. No Role Models. Don't save it. She don't want to be saved.
Bro, that song got so overplayed. I can't stand it no more.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You got Power Trip. That's a love song. Why don't I remember Planes?
Boom, boom, boom. You see that? A lot of you want, a lot of you can.
Oh, okay.
You
And
need a
there's
nigga
the
that's gonna
Southern
put it in your mouth.
Yeah. Then you got Workout. That's a song for women. It peaked at 46. Middle Child peaked at 9.
Middle Child was a good song. I don't
Middle
know how
Child is a good song.
it should have been number one. Like no role models. What's how did that song go?
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't
Okay,
wanna
that was
be-
a good song. But I don't think that was pandering to women. That was more for the like.
No, that's not. That's not.
That's only like
It's
most
one
of
of
the
them white
music. Like
person
What's
songs.
this
guys
up the
go.
trail? For
Yeah,
real.
I feel like guys gonna always ride for J Cole. Like the girls gonna always ride for Wale.
Oh, there's
Because
plenty
I
of
think
women that's J. Cole stands.
this list does prove your point because it's not just like all pandering to female. These are like different types of
Yeah.
songs. So again, point goes to B. In we're not keeping score, but you know what I'm saying. Point goes to B because this is more diverse than what I saw with Wale and his songs, which is like a lot of love songs or some shit like that. They there you go. There you go. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
No.
I still think they need to do. You know, I wish they bring back verses. I know it's going to be harder to do a verses now than it was in the pandemic since everybody's outside now. But I feel like they should bring back verses.
They can absolutely bring back verses. The only issue was that them niggas try to monetize way too fucking quickly. That's why it was always motherfucking what's it called, advertisements and sponsors and shit like that. And then the niggas be coming in late because ain't nobody serious. Like, you know.
I agree. All right. Now to some. Did anybody watch the BET Hip Hop Awards?
No.
No one did. Okay. All right. Now, Dion, he did bring something interesting up that Kendrick damn near swept the whole fucking catalog. And I was looking at it. We're looking at the winners. Lyricist of the year, Kendrick. Hip hop video of the year, Kendrick. Here's something for you, B, as a barb. Album of the year, Big Friday 2, Nicki Minaj. Which is, it was a good year. Not like us. Missy Elliott won live performer. I didn't know she even performed this year, but congrats to Missy. Yeah. Breakthrough hip hop artist, they gave that to Sexy Red. I would have said. I get you.
Now, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that to hate. I just think someone was more deserving.
I said Doechii.
Who was Sexy Red up against in that category?
Let me see. I think I can.
The rest of that category had to been some ass if Sexy Red won. I'm sorry.
I think
The rest of that
Doechii.
category had to be some trash if Sexy Red won that.
I think Doechii was up. Um, it's just showing that Doechii. If five, all of them was like Doechii was up for one of them, but I don't think it was. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. Kendrick Lamar went up with Drake, 8 a.m. with Charlotte, Band for Band with Citrus C and Lil Baby, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Boa, Lotto, Big Mama, and type shit. Let's see. Best live performer, lyricist of the year, Kendrick. Video director of the year, Kendrick. Song of the year, Kendrick. Hip hop album of the year, Nicki Minaj. Went up against 21 Savage, Glorilla, Drake, Sexy Red, Megan, Gunna, Travis Scott, and Metro Boomin. That's a solid list. Hip hop artist of the year, Kendrick. Breakthrough hip hop artist. Let's see what she went up against. Who the fuck is 41? 310 Baby, Boss Man D-Lo. Those the $1,000 shoes. I'm saying $450. I'm Mr. Heartbreaker, Mr. Rambo. Cash Cobain, Lady London, Skilla Baby, and Tommy Richmond.
Out of all of these names, the only other name I know other than Sexy Red was Lady London.
I know Boss Man D-Lo. And
who the fuck were these other niggas?
I'm Mr. Heartbreaker. You ain't heard that? Some $1,000 shoes? I'm from $1,250. You don't know who Tommy Richmond is?
Nah, I haven't heard him.
I ain't represent the
Out of this whole list, the only person here who I've heard from other than Sexy Red was Lady London.
I don't
and
even
let
know
me tell
why
you,
Richmond was in there. 'cause he's not
Sexy
even
Red
hip-hop
losing
for
to
real.
Lady London is some bullshit.
He's not even hip hop for real. Why is he on there? He's literally someone from Woodbridge that had a viral song on TikTok.
Tommy Richmond?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
he's from my neck of the woods.
Who the
Sexy
is
Red losing to Lady London is some bullshit.
And I don't
Wait,
even
what
think
we
the song is bad, but I don't think it's hip hop.
What'd you say, B?
What we talking about? I'm sorry.
The BET Hip Hop Awards, and we was looking at the winners, and your girl, right now we're looking at breakthrough artists, and that's breakthrough hip hop artists.
And then, can you really call that a award show, or was it just a bunch of niggas out drinking?
It was a bunch of niggas out there drinking. That's what it was.
Well, they had to share a fucking bar. Come on.
We had to shit fucking.
I didn't even know the BET Awards was coming up. That it came
No
out of
one
nowhere.
did.
No one did. That was my problem.
Literally, no one did.
That was my whole fucking problem, because I'm not going to lie to you.
I saw a couple social media posts on Instagram and X talking about it. Other than that, I ain't seen nothing really talking about it. If BET had commercials or whatever for it, I wouldn't know because I avoid BET like the fucking plague.
Your girl, Nicki Minaj though, you fellow Barbie. She won album of the year though. She won album of the year.
Why?
What do you mean?
First of all, she don't even mess with the BET like that. So for them to even have nominated her, that was childish of them.
She won though. I guess they trying to get her back on their side.
Never.
Why she don't fuck with BET?
Because they was so during that whole beef between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj during that situation, BET, somebody from BET, whoever it was that worked over there, had made a messy post on the BET official, I think, page, trying to be funny.
I don't remember that.
And she was supposed to show up to the BET Awards show, and they was trying to be funny during that whole beef between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And so that from that day on, she has officially banned
So, and BT haven't nominated her for nothing. They know that this beef is up and is always up and is stuck. So for them to have done that, with the whole situation where she's not going to be at VH1 this year because of the whole her tour and Megan Thee Stallion. So BT, I guess, was trying to think, oh, okay, well, she's not gonna be at VH1. Let's see if, like, by throwing her a little olive branch, if she'll come up to our thing. Worry about it. So they've been X'd ever since.
Yeah, Kendrick done swept. DJ of the year, DJ Alchemist, shout out to Alchemist. Producer of the year, shout out to Alchemist again. Hip hop platform. This one
Alchemist?
is Shannon Sharp.
For producer of the wait, Alchemist of all producers for producer of the year?
Alchemist had a bomb year. Don't sleep on it. Don't do that to Alchemist. Don't do that.
No. I'm not shitting on Alchemist at all. I'm just surprised they gave him the award.
You want to know who he went up against?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who he went up against. ATL Jacob, Cash Cobain, Hit Boy, Hitmaker, or Young Bird. If everybody else knows the fuck Young Bird is. Metro Boomin, Mustard on the Beat Ho, Pete Rock, and Q-Tip. That's a tough.
He won against a nice list too. God damn.
That's a tough lineup.
That's the you beat Metro.
Metro is a really fucking good producer. I think what kind of holds him back for real is that he's kind of he kind of has like a signature.
Right, he has a type. He has with the rappers he typically works with. He has a type.
But Hit Boy also been throwing out a lot of hits this year.
Oh yeah,
right. Like I said, you beat Metro, you beat Hit Boy, you beat DJ fucking Mustard, who's really been on fire for not just the past year, for the past like 5.
10 summers, bro. 10 summers. Best hip hop platform. Here? Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp.
You want to know who wasn't on there? London on.
Yo,
That's for that.
Yo, who do you know wins a BT Hip Hop Award and a sex tape at the same time?
I am not going to fucking answer that question. I don't even know why Club Shay Shay was on here. He's not a hip hop platform.
And a lot of people had problems with that too. It was like he's not a fucking hip hop. Yeah, like
not taking anything away from him. He's just not a hip hop platform.
I'm with you. They put the Shade Room up. The Shade Room was nominated.
Motherfucker for what?
The Shade Room was nominated. What? Hey, you know what? It's funny because you know who won last year? Fucking Carisha Please. That's who won last year. So, this whole best hip hop platform, take it as you can get. If fucking Carisha Please wins it last year, and then fucking, and again, I fucks with Shannon Sharp heavy, but no.
So what you telling me is that best hip hop platform is 0-2 right now?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Kendrick swept.
Bruh, this is yo. I am so like over it. I'm actually over this.
I think BET is just about cooked.
Okay. I think the wider conversation, instead of talking about the BET Hip Hop Awards, is how far BET has fallen off in terms of relevance.
Thank you. That's
this is kind of pathetic.
You know what's the worst part about that BET Hip Hop Awards? And this is just my personal beef. They had no fucking ciphers. The only reason people watch that fucking award show is for the ciphers. And you had none.
And that still depends on who's rapping.
Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, the best way that they could present the BET Hip Hop Awards, number one, make it online so that everyone can watch it, and number two, now because it is online, you can even put it on BET Plus and make it uncensored, so people are forced to watch the uncensored version on BET Plus. If you
First of
want
all,
investment
ain't
in your
nobody.
motherfucking thing,
But
If it's gonna
now,
be on BT Plus, it better be free. Because first of all, nobody
no, don't create a situation where motherfuckers is only gonna watch your program for something that only comes around once a year.
yeah, but at the
That
same
sounds
time, they
stupid.
still have to build their brand, and BET Plus is the best way to do it.
Yo, I want
I'm not
because
paying
I
for
know y'all didn't
BT.
watch this,
Yeah,
but I also saw this on the internet. They was most of the people that was doing their freestyles, they was doing it inside of a fucking Nissan.
yeah.
That shit pissed me off.
A
To be
Yeah,
Nissan
honest,
though.
yes,
to
a
be
Nissan.
honest, a lot of these like networks, they need to go back to getting advertisement because I don't know what they got going on.
Yeah,
Because y'all need to go fight advertisement for some of y'all money because it ain't here.
unfortunately, I think it's going down like kind of the music route where a lot of these networks are not, the money ain't coming like it used to because it's all about streaming.
Yeah,
So they have to compromise in a way. And it's sad because the business model in itself isn't necessarily all that profitable. We know this because Netflix keep raising prices like a motherfucker, right? But
Hmm.
the same time, what you also need to take into consideration is that if they do want to advertise on those platforms, they are essentially doing it at a place where people still are expected to pay money. And when you do that, guess what happens? I'm unsubscribing because I'm not watching an ad and I'm paying for a service. You got me bent.
Facts.
all right.
That's like it need to be free. They need to go back to advertisement to pay their bills. Like
And you want to know what you want to know what's so funny about that Material Life? They can absolutely do that, but if they do, there would have been no point in going streaming in the first place because they just could have stuck with cable.
Chuck, cable's still expensive. Cable ain't went down. It went up. Because now cable gotta pay streaming services. So cable went
But
up.
but
I
but
was
think about
I was
why.
ready to cancel all streaming and go to cable. Then they told me the price. I said, "Oh hell no, I'm good."
And sadly, and
Streaming
sadly, the
because
other
of
thing
how
about that.
expensive cable is continuing to become. Like streaming is slowly but surely going to take over altogether.
No, the sad thing about that though is that this is actually one of the reasons why the writers were striking because they weren't getting paid. You feeling what I'm
Right.
saying? Like if everything, it's kind of like this, right? If you're filming a show for a streaming service, let's say Hulu or Netflix or whatever, and then you drop it on that motherfucking service, people are usually gonna binge watch it, right? They're gonna spend like fucking 3-4 hours and watch an entire production. And it may have took you like 2 years to make, and you may have paid over like what's let's say 30 million more or less. $30 million, 2 years of production just for niggas to watch it in a 3 to 4 hour time frame. So a lot of those writers and a lot of those people were not getting paid that well. You feeling what I'm saying? Just due to that. But if you take that same model and then you stretch it over like a 3.5 month period of filming it to TV and shit like that, then depending on how much viewership that show gets, those people get paid accordingly. So they lost a shit ton of money going to streaming.
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Everything Father done said. That's what happened. It's like the fact that they was about to. Matter of fact, it was getting so bad they was losing their writers to AI. It was like a lot of the people was just yo, why don't we just get AI to write it? And then people was getting mad about that because they was taking their jobs and shit like that. So yeah,
And it's like
that
with
out here in the streets.
AI, and it's like with AI, I wouldn't like it doesn't make sense for AI to go into the arts. It doesn't because AI is predicated upon the fact that it can retrieve information at a very, very, very fast rate. So doing it for art, like I mean, like, I would do it personally. Like, if I had like ChatGPT and I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, write a scenario where a banana and an apple fall in love. You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit like that. But, like for a TV show, like, nah, nigga, you actually need people. You actually need writers. You actually need storyboarders. You actually need those people because what then happens, not only is like the artistic vision shared, but it can be what's it called, optimized by different points of different takes. You know what I'm saying? By people who have experience already in the industry. If you leave that shit up to AI, you're only going to be making a whole bunch of pointless ass shows that nobody ain't really gonna watch because there's always going to be something more interesting. You're cucking yourself.
Damn.
All right.
That's
Any
a
last- Go ahead.
that's
Go
a
ahead,
harsh
Dion.
way of putting it, but
No, he's right though.
accurate.
He's right. Any last words before we move on to our next topic? All right, let's move on. I got a bunch of do you cares that I want to knock out. So,
All right, yeah, what we got?
do y'all care that Jaguar Wright was on Pierce Morgan and then J and B had to put a cease and desist out on that? Do y'all care about that?
Jay-Z?
Yeah, Jay-Z's lawyers had to put a cease and desist to Pierce Morgan because Jaguar Wright was on there, and they was talking about the Diddy case, and Jaguar Wright was like, "Oh, you need to go after Jay-Z because Jay-Z is the monster as well." So,
Ooh.
I mean, shit. This goes back to the conversation we had before about people linking Diddy and Jay-Z, for one.
hold on, I got you.
But I'm not entirely sure what to say about that just because, like, Jaguar Wright has had a hate boner for Jay-Z and Beyonce for decades now.
I've been saying that forever, but let's see. Is it? Let's see. It's popping up. Yeah, the screen's popping up. Yeah. Look at. I'm gonna just play this 1 minute video and then.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about.
And that's just the little bit of it. But she was going in on that show. And Jay-Z and them put a cease and desist, and fucking Pierce Morgan had to apologize. So that's what happened.
Listen, I don't think we wasn't there. I always say this. We is not there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking what she's saying with a grain of salt. But at the same time, we do know Jay-Z and Diddy were close. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, of course, with the whole Diddy thing going on, again, when the facts come out, it'll come out. I ain't got to do nothing else but just listen to the facts. Because I wasn't there. Y'all niggas wasn't there. A lot of us wasn't there. But the people that were there, watch their behavior. That's all you need to do.
I'm just going to say this, and then we can move on. At some point, y'all got to make her start putting out the footage. If she says she has these things, I need to start seeing evidence because you can't just be saying shit. It's not even about defamation of character. It's because I do feel like, and I know I said this like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, that a lot of people just turned on Jay-Z, and that shit is just weird.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
She's saying she has people willing to step forth and testify about things that happened to them, things that were done or whatever. Why haven't these folks pressed charges themselves?
Well, number one, that shit's fucking expensive. And number two, not only is it expensive, but you're going after billionaires.
And 3 is their word over this.
And also, they can literally like at that point, if you're going against a billionaire and you ain't got bread yourself, all they simply need to do is just let the court drag it. They don't even have to show up.
Right.
Yeah, because if you ain't got the money to like really fight your case the way you want to, I guess it's pointless, huh?
And who the fuck wants to go against Jay-Z and Beyonce, billionaires who can hire any motherfucking defendant that they want to? It would be easy.
And this is why I say, yo, at this point, I need to start putting shit out. You see what it did with Diddy? And don't get me wrong, and I'm the same person that said, even before the casting tape come out, if you told me Diddy did them things, I'd have believed you. But that's just
based on what you already know about the nigga, right?
Yeah, based on what we already know about the nigga. Jay-Z, he a different type of animal. Jay-Z looking like he will cover his tracks, and you're not going to find anything about him. But he also knows when to shut the fuck up, and which is why like they're trying to. I feel like that's what they're really trying to go after. They're trying to go after Jay-Z, but Jay-Z, in my opinion, and I'm not assuming anything. I'm just assuming. Excuse me. Jay-Z knows how to cover his tracks, and he knows how to shut the fuck up. So he's
not
hard
only
to get.
that, but Jay-Z knows the motherfucking system. But what makes Jay-Z so fucking terrifying is that he was an outsider looking in, and now look at him now.
Yes.
That's what's fucking terrifying about Jay-Z. So she's brave for doing this. Me personally, I think she's very fucking bold for doing this. But now, because you got to think about it like this. It's not just Jay-Z anymore. It's Jay-Z and Beyonce and their children and everybody that they have in contact with.
That's too much combined power to fight against at once.
You are fighting the black elite, literally.
Yep.
You're essentially like that one lone villain trying to throw hands with the fucking Planeteers. And that's before they call Captain Planet on your ass.
By the way, I always thought that nigga was ugly.
It was the green hair and the blue skin.
Live streaming is on.
So as I was saying, you are not going to sit there and motherfucking convince me as a little child that Captain Planet was a cool superhero.
Never
type in Captain Planet right now so I can prove my point.
I've
sorry.
I've seen posted Captain Planet, but go ahead.
Like what? You tell him, nigga, what?
I'm not saying you're wrong. There's worse things out there than Captain Planet.
Like who?
Fucking. There's Kite Man from the Harley Quinn series. I don't know what the fuck kind of villain he's supposed to be.
Stop it right now. Like, bro, you really gonna sit there and convince me that this is a cool superhero? It's a fucking green mullet.
Yours is yours.
There we go.
It's a fucking green mullet. He's wearing spandex. He has a big. This is the ugliest superhero I ever seen in my fucking life, bro. Imagine you about to be killed by something, and this nigga show up. Who you gonna be more scared of?
You know what's funny? Separately, their powers was actually kind of OP. Motherfucking one control Earth.
The black man has Earth.
That nigga can really he can literally take the ground up off you, and he's done that a couple times too. He's like, you chase him, he go Earth, and then the ground just shakes up off him. It's like, yo, Kwame could clap you himself.
Yeah, his name was Kwame.
I just wanted to say that. You know, shout out to Kwame because
I feel like Piers Morgan, when he brought Jaguar White on his show, whatever the case was, he knew what he was doing. First of all, Jaguar just talks out her ass.
This is true.
She said whatever she want to say, whenever she want to say, and at the end of the day, he brought her on not on a pre-recorded series. He brought her on a live series where it was completely live. So he knew like first of all, we've seen Jaguar interview. Like she says a lot of wild stuff. So like he didn't put it on a pre-recorded. He brought it on live so because to give her the platform to put whatever she wanted to put out there. Like, bruh, we know your game. Like if the battle is Jay-Z, the battle is Jay-Z at the end of the day. But please remember, like I told Ray last time, like for every black person, there's gonna be a white person. So like for every black person y'all try to take down, it was Bill Cosby. After Cart was what's his name? The guy from the awards.
Charlie Sheen.
No. What was that white guy that they sent to prison because he was
Oh,
sleeping with the
Epstein.
yeah.
Weinstein.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein. And
Uh-huh.
then there was R. Kelly. And then you had Epstein. So it's like, y'all got to remember, for every black person y'all try to bring down, there's always a counterpart for a white person. So, like, if the fight is for Jay-Z, just be ready for who they bring down next. Well, y'all tried to bring Kanye down. That didn't work out well.
No, Kanye brought himself down.
No, Kanye was because he was getting a little too rich. But clearly that didn't work too well because Kanye been canceled 700 million times. That man just never can get canceled.
Okay.
And Kanye has constant
I
willing
think the only
partners.
way you gonna really do anything to Kanye, you gotta literally catch him in the act of some shit.
I don't think it's gonna matter anyway.
It don't matter. The nigga just divorced his wife that he just been strutting around naked all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
Wait, he divorced her?
yeah, he divorced her.
He wasn't even with Shorty long. Damn.
2 years.
I didn't know he divorced her. Dang, that's
Yeah, he
cold.
divorced.
Right. That's left field as fuck. You weren't even
Well,
you wasn't even around Shorty that long.
well, Kanye was also running around showing Kim's porn video to everybody named Mama who went to watch. So, what was expected from Kanye?
Yo, you know what? That is a topic that I probably should explore because the way Kanye treats non-black women, because he's not doing this to black women, he's doing it to non-black women. You ever thought it was just some type of power move or some shit like that?
Ray, I'm gonna say this. I think what it really is a deep, deep, deep hurt. And he kind of doesn't want to find someone who even remotely resembles his mother. I think that's what it is.
There, see it. That touches on the main thing I've been saying about Kanye for the past few fucking years. He was never completely right in the head. Let's be blunt about that. But he went completely off the rails after his mother passed.
I've said that many times.
At this point, it's kind of like to be said, to be seen.
Yeah. Lost his mother, lost his mom. I said that his mother was a safety net.
His mother was literally his safety net.
Yeah, and once he died, that safety net was gone. That nigga just started wilding the fuck out.
Yeah. Nah, he started raw dogging life. That's what he's doing. He's raw dogging life.
Or is life raw dogging him? It's hard to tell.
Nah, well, I mean, of course, life raw.
You know what he's doing? He's not just raw dogging life. He's hate fucking that bitch.
I don't even really think it's hate fucking because he has children. I don't even really think it's that.
You've never hate fucked someone to understand the statement. No offense.
But Dion, you have to consider the context of what you're saying. Not only does this man have children, but for the longest time, you saw how Christian he was. You know what I'm saying? He has all of these things in order to really, really, really just cope with the fact that he's a black man in America who doesn't have his mom anymore.
And then but then here's the thing though, clearly nothing's working.
Actually, I'm gonna take it a step further. His mother was taken from him unfairly. That goes real deep into, exactly why he says the things he says. He's a very passionate man. You feeling what I'm saying? This nigga's a Gemini. He's very, very, very passionate. But at the very same time, like he also has the gift of gab. So when he says things, it's going to have multiple meanings. And niggas just see that he's a surface level nigga. Like, bro, I don't even really like the nigga that much, and I know this about him just because this is his character. He's never switched up. Even when he didn't lose his mind, he was still the same nigga.
Kanye's always been Kanye. And I've been telling people that as a Kanye fan, because everybody's like, Kanye different. I said, no, that's always been Kanye.
There's, how do I say it? There's Kanye before his mother's death. And then there's what he's become now. I think the only real difference between the two is how to word it. There's just nothing restricting him from doing or saying whatever the hell comes to whatever's left of his mind.
He's raw dogging life.
I still call it hate with what he's doing. I still think it's more hate fucking than raw dogging.
Maybe it's both hate raw dogging.
I hate for raw dog. Let me shut up.
Hateful raw dog is diabolical.
I was gonna say I was gonna say soothing, but let me shut up.
But again, don't neglect the fact that he had his religious phase where he was doing the gospel music and shit like that. I do think deep down Kanye loved God and he's a Christian and he's very devoted to his.
Ultralight Beam is still a fucking whew.
You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of his songs he does talk about God. So again, that's why I'm saying he's raw dogging life. Like he's just letting the Lord handle it. And whatever happens, motherfucker, happens, and he's just gonna be unapologetically himself. Because the world took my mom from me unfairly. And now I have to sit here and be subject to a whole bunch of unfair assessments because I'm a black man with, mental health thing. They did the same shit with Tyrese when he had his breakdown. When Tyrese had his breakdown,
Tyrese has been getting done dirty.
Yeah, and we can clearly see that Tyrese he's kind of being shitted on, but nobody cares because it's Tyrese, and we saw that nigga in Baby Boy, and so it's funny. And I'm like, bruh, like y'all gonna say this shit, and then one day when the man passes away, one day we're gonna sit here and pretend like we was there for him. Like, no, the fuck we wasn't. He was clowning the shit out of him. We clowned the shit out of Chadwick Boseman when we found out when he was looking sickly. It was clowning the shit out of him. Then came to find out he had cancer this entire time, and hid it from everybody. Like, come on, man.
Right now, that was a warrior. That man was a warrior.
I'm a warrior. All right, on to our next. Do you care? Do y'all care about Lizzo's recent weight loss?
Lizzo's always losing weight. She's always on a weight loss. She's always working out. She's always still big. So like.
Yeah, but
she had a whole personal trainer. She like Lizzo says she don't work out to lose, like to be small. She works out just so she can be on stage for a longer period. So like,
right, yeah, but now people is just like they're putting her in her hear me outs, and
them niggas are fake because I've been had her on her hear me out.
I don't think she belongs on the hear me out.
What is hear me out? What's that?
Okay, it's when you find someone like unattractive, but you find someone attractive enough to say I hit.
Oh, I think Lizzo has a pretty face. I'm confused. What does that mean?
But for me, it wasn't her looks. It wasn't her.
Lizzo ain't unattractive at all. Lizzo's pretty as a motherfucker.
Yeah, but she's always been pretty.
Okay, like most people's hear me out. It's like Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh hell
No,
no.
absolutely fucking not.
Nah, that's a no.
Okay, now hold on. Now about that, hear me out. Are we talking current day Whoopi Goldberg or old school Whoopi Goldberg?
I
I'm
think
Oh,
talking
Whoopi
okay.
Goldberg,
There is
period.
the color purple Whoopi Goldberg is a different Whoopi Goldberg than today's Whoopi
Because
Goldberg.
have y'all seen photos of young Whoopi Goldberg?
I was
Yes.
saying Whoopi Goldberg in general. Yes, I was saying Whoopi
That's
Goldberg
why
in
we're
general.
saying Whoopi Goldberg in general.
No, that's not a hear me out. That's bring that on over here.
For you. That's you.
I ain't explaining
Yeah,
nothing. There
Exactly.
ain't no
That's
hear me
you.
out because I ain't explaining nothing.
Exactly.
you on demon time. That's
Okay,
not
all right. Here's another hear me out, and I think Father would like this one. Shiva from Mortal Kombat.
Ah, no. No.
That's not a hear me out. That's a nigga. What is wrong with you?
But
That's not
there
a
was
hear me
people.
out, nigga.
But
That's not
that's the
hear me out.
point.
That's death by snoo. You
That
gonna
that is
die.
that is the
And then
point of the hear me
you have
out
to
zone.
live long enough to make it to the snoo part. Do you know what type of universe Mortal Kombat is?
I don't think any human being who wants to fuck Shiva from Mortal Kombat is not living after that experience.
But again,
No, I still say you have to live within the Mortal Kombat world long enough to even make it to Shiva in the fucking first place. We're not even gonna.
but that's the point.
Don't
That's
put
the point.
semantics into this, nigga.
That's the point of the hear me out though.
Nah,
Like,
you first of all, if you want to do anything with Shiva in the first place, you're clearly not on there. So you just might fit in perfectly with the world of Mortal Kombat.
All right, Ray. I just want you to imagine one thing. So Shiva is about to get it on with a lucky human being. And bro, do you know how much restraint she would need to have to not fucking pull that shit out accidentally?
You know what's funny? Because you know that movie she does when she jumps off the screen.
The stomp.
That's what I imagine. Like you tell Shiva to get on top and she does that.
You're dying.
That's
yeah, but okay, that's what I'm talking about. Hear me out. But I seen people put her on and hear me out. And I'm like, and I said I wouldn't put her on and hear me out because she's always had a pretty face. And yeah, this is her recently with the weight loss and all that stuff. I was like, she's always been pretty. It's her antics, and yes, and I know most people. She's the fat joke of our era, as in like pockets fat like Lizzo, or as I would say, tension is thicker than Lizzo eating peanut butter. That was mine. But yeah, but.
Wait, no, back up. You said repeat that again.
Tension is getting thicker than Lizzo eating peanut butter.
Yeah, no, but this
I
particular
love that.
picture,
I'm sorry.
This particular picture Lizzo I saw, I was like, Lord Jesus, give me the strength.
She knew what she was doing. She
knew what she was motherfucking doing. And but that's why at the same time too, because there's niggas that'll knock down big women. There's a class of niggas that knock down big women exclusively. Bro, like, yo, Ray, I think you sent me a song.
Not exclusively.
No, I'm serious, bro. There's literally niggas out there, they will not fuck unless you are a certain size.
Yeah.
Yo,
B, there's a dude.
Them chubby chasers, man.
Yo, there's a dude that's from our ship that nigga is a chubby chaser. And it's not a fetish for him. That nigga literally is attracted to big girls.
Material Life, there's literally a song called Lizzo by Moonwalker.
I think Lizzo,
I love that song.
I mean, she's real pretty in the face.
That's why I look at people when they talk about, and they put her on the hear me outs. And I'm like,
the only thing I don't like about Lizzo is she be doing too much. It'd be like, girl, you be doing too much.
Yeah.
Like they said, it's her antics and some of the shit she be doing that be having people looking at her funny.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, my hear me out was Candace Owens. And so but that's for a different reason.
Okay.
I don't. Who would be my hear me out? I don't know. I think. I think my hear my hear me out. I think would be Nia Jax.
That's
Stop
not
it.
a hear me out.
Stop it. I hate, bruh. We just got done talking about how Lizzo isn't all that attractive. And you're going to bring an even finer big woman to the fucking conversation.
It's
Pick another
no.
person.
It's one of those. Here's my thing, right? It's one of those things where like people would literally reject her only because of her size. It's
Yes.
one of those you're only saying you. I think a motherfucker who would turn down Nia would literally only turn down Nia because of her size. Other than that, I don't see nothing wrong with her.
And I think
That's the
them niggas
point.
is fucking tripping because Nia Jax could absolutely get it.
That's the point I was talking about. If you just said Vicky Guerrero, I would have understood.
No.
See what I mean? Right there.
That's not. See, that's not a hear me out. That's a what's wrong with you.
I don't know how Edge did it. I don't.
That's a what's wrong with you.
I don't. Edge a better man than me.
I know you. Excuse me. The voice alone. That nah.
Absolutely fucking not, bro.
Who's a okay? Here's one from this isn't mine, but this is someone else's. Hear me out. That someone brought to me, and what's fuck is her name? Her name escapes me now. The black girl that was in Ghostbusters, the black lady that was in
Leslie
Ghostbusters.
Jones.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine's. Hear me out.
I mean, fair. No comment, but fair.
So I could defend that. If you see her, if you okay, in regular Western clothes, she looked hideous. But if I seen her Coming to America too, and she was in African garments, I understand.
Ray had to do a double take. Ray was like, "Wait a minute."
No, I've seen her in like appearances where she was like, clothes and makeup, dolled up and whatnot, and like those instances where I look at her like, okay, she ain't. To be fair, she's not ugly to me. Not to mention, I have a thing for dark skinned women anyway. So
She's just very strong in the face, and she has very,
all right.
very bad words.
Dion, I feel like I kind of need to explain this. Like when we're talking about hear me out, we're not like take all of the description shit out. We're talking about that individual specifically. No, like eliminate the fact that she's dark skinned, eliminate the fact that she's fat. This particular individual, would you do it? That's what we mean. Because that's why when you said Nia Jax, I kind of got peeved because it's like, bruh, Nia Jax is fine as shit. Whether she's small or she's big, she's fine as shit.
So someone who I would go after that like no one else would.
Like an individual who most people think is repulsive, but you could do it.
Shit.
That's what we mean.
Shit.
Damn it. This one, okay. This is probably the best I can
You're
do
making
right
me think now because it's like.
This, I don't know if the screen is still up, but this is what I was saying. When I saw her in this garment and Coming to America, I said, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's a big hear me out. That's a hear me out.
Yeah. I'd never, honestly, I wasn't even looking twice at her. And then I seen her in this, garment, and I was like, wait a minute.
There's something about seeing her dressed like this that just looks natural.
Nah, show me the scene that made you think that. I don't think it was this clip right here. Like, stop at the part where you was like, oh, wait a minute.
It's the scene.
Like it hit that one good angle where it was just like, oh, okay.
Exactly. Stop at the right angle because this angle right here ain't it.
She got a little bit of stomach, and that's okay. You're gonna let a real nigga eat it.
The joint is in his way, but I'm just saying it's like it's around that scene. And I was like, yo, she ain't looking okay. I understand. Now I still looked at him like he was crazy, but I was just like, I understand.
Oh no, that's hard. It's hard. Like some of these hear me out. Like I'm trying to think of guys, and I'm like, it's hard. Like I feel like after you said that lady, like I feel like you could have said Lonell too.
Lunel.
Lunel? No,
Well, I've seen
Lunel a freak.
Lunel.
Don't sleep
I've
on
seen
Lunel.
younger versions of. I've seen younger pictures of Lunel.
Don't
She's
sleep
actually
on
really
Lunel.
pretty.
Yeah, don't sleep on her.
That's definitely a hear me out. Like it was, one of them nights.
Also, that picture of Leslie Jones just proved my point. If you put any black person in African attire, they instantly look better. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, this was. I don't know if you can see it, but this was Lunel when she was younger.
It was one photo of Leslie Jones. I forget where it was, but I remember seeing she had on jeans and heels, and I was like, I didn't know she was that thick.
Yeah,
She looked good younger. I was like, girl, go on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've seen younger pictures of Lunel, and I'm like, oh, she's straight. So as a woman, I understand. I don't know because but I feel like y'all wouldn't even think of smashing someone that y'all would find unattractive anyway.
That's what I'm saying. So like when you
it's hard. Like to really sit there and think about
that's the point.
Okay, because a white girl told me this, and maybe, but white girl told me Terry Crews was her hear me out.
It's a no. Like I guess for white people, Terry Crews is that guy. I guess, but it's a no. Like he just do too much. Like he do too much. Like I feel like even in bed he would be doing too much. Like, bruh, stop.
And also here's the thing, because as we done watched Pop the Balloon yesterday, I've seen women turn down men for the weirdest and slightest things. So
yeah, it's hard. Like Queen Latifah is that. Like, hear me out.
No, I don't.
Queen Latifah
is not. Queen Latifah is not a hear me out.
Queen Latifah is gorgeous.
Do you know how many black men right now would knock?
I feel like Queen Latifah doesn't give like girl. She gives stud. Like she gives like
shit, nigga. Let me tell you something. I had the
like
biggest
boy
crush
girl.
on the Brat when she was a stud.
Me too.
The Brat to me is still a stud. Like even the fact that she dated Iverson blew my mind. I was like, wait, what?
As a matter of fact, I prefer stud to Brat.
I've never seen girly version of the Brat. Like,
hold on, it was.
I saw that shit and I'm like, no.
I don't even want to see the girly version of the Brat. I just feel like it's gonna throw me off. Like, it's gonna look weird.
I got you. You're gonna see it today. I'm gonna use the fuck out of this laptop. Tyrese, what do you like? What you like?
Oh shit. This young Tyrese, nigga.
Yeah, this is the Brat.
I saw that and I'm
don't
like,
even look like her.
That's
like,
the Brat.
Put the bandana back on.
That's the Brat.
I'm like, put the bandana back on. Put it back on. Put the
No,
bandana
that don't
back
even look
on.
like her. Like the face don't even
That's
look
her.
the same.
That's the Brat.
Like,
I had this shit on me. But yeah, this was the Brat.
That's weird. Like that's weird.
Y'all ain't never seen the Brat and the Feminine?
Mm-mm.
This shit, nah. When I first saw this video, I was like, God damn.
Now I can see why Iverson was like, okay, I see it.
I've been telling people like, yo, she got it.
I would think my Tyrese would be like my hear me out.
You just proving my point. Those
No, Tyrese is definitely a hear me out because I feel like he emotionally scarred. Like, oh,
that's
it's
a
definitely
personality. That's a personality thing.
yeah. That's the hear me out though. Like, it's like, bruh, like, oh, like,
Oh yeah. This picture, the joint where she had that
this
dress.
must be when she first got on the show.
No, this was last year actually. That shit blurry. Yep. All right. Yeah. When she did this.
That's not the Brat. That's Judy.
Right here is Judy. Right here is the Brat.
Bruh, I don't know. That's like her whole face changed.
Hey man, ain't that the point of a stud? And when she's no longer studded up, she look different.
Yeah, but that's too different. Like, it's like,
What do you mean that's too different? There's levels now.
Yeah, I keep telling you about the Brat. Yo, the Brat.
You must not like change.
She's a Taurus.
She's a Taurus.
no, but like when you like that don't even look like the regular. Like that don't even look like the Brat. Like I thought that was Judy. Both pictures is Judy.
Nah, the one on the left is the Brat. The one on the right is Judy.
What did they say about this? Like
Yeah, them little heels on. Brad was giving it to him.
Hey, I borrowed Judy's clothes. I was in Judy's closet.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, Brad, I can't even look at it because you like a sister, so I be trying not to look at you like that, but Brad.
She throw you out when she take them braids out.
Oh my God.
the way Ricky Smiley said Brat is crazy.
Huh?
Like he reevaluated his life. The way Ricky Smiley said Brat is crazy. He reevaluated his life.
I look at you like a sister, but god damn.
I'm telling you, I've been
like
this is Q will vouch for me. I told him I always had a date for the Brat. And it's not even the stud thing. It was just
no, the Brat just fine.
The Brat is just fine. When I tell people, like people looked at me crazy when I said I would pick the Brat over Lisa Ray. And I was like, what? I was like, yo.
The Brat got body though. Like
yes, she always had body.
For me, it's her face. I love her face. I think she's genuinely beautiful.
I think she's fucking.
Pretty,
gorgeous.
but she always gives stud. So like to see her dress up and like give girl, it's like whoa, okay, girl.
You fucked around, got your boy pregnant. I just want you to know, Ray, that has never left my memory. I still remember it to this day when you said that to me. That has got to be one of the funniest things you ever said to me.
Fucking ridiculous.
Any last words before we move on to the last Do You Care? Shout out to Brad.
A little bit of stomach, but that's okay. You know?
Nah, I've always said this. Yo, I don't know if y'all ever seen a relationship where the stud look better than the femme.
Yes, I've seen those.
That shit disappoints me.
That shit makes me laugh when I see it.
The stud's supposed to be the man of the relationship. And why do you look better than the femme? Now I got to holler at you instead of the femme.
I don't care about her. I care about you. And then the
femme is looking at him like, my girl?
like,
no,
this
I was
nigga
trying
gay.
to holler at you. And they'd be like, go ahead with that, bro. Go ahead with that.
Go ahead with that, bro. He's like, what you mean, bro? Do you see the shit you got in the back? That shit parked.
Right. You're the one with all the ass, sir.
You got all the ass in the relationship.
I just feel and you know, like I will stand on this. I feel like if you a stud and you are prettier than your femme girlfriend, you are doing yourself a disservice.
You don't
know
want to
you
play the
could do
field.
better.
You don't want to play the
do.
field.
Yeah.
You know what?
What in that motherfucking field right now?
That's like Michael Jordan scoring 50 in the fucking and everybody else is in wheelchairs and shit. And Jordan just easily
You in the wrong league.
You in the wrong league.
You in the wrong league.
Don't make
you in the wrong weight
don't
class.
make these people feel good. You know you the baddie.
You know what that's like? That's like you fucking losing a whole bunch of weight come fight time because you want to stay in the fucking division.
Oh shit.
Mm.
All right. Oh man. Okay. On to the next. Do you care? Do y'all care about the whole DDG and Halle Bailey breakup?
No.
Who?
DDG and Halle Bailey are on a break, apparently.
I thought they got married.
No,
So how did?
No, they just have a child.
Yeah, but didn't she do a whole interview saying that she got married? Blase, blase.
I think they were planning to get married.
I don't know if they were planning to get married. I
don't think it was that either.
I'm just going to say this one thing, and we can move on. That relationship was never going to last. All right, there are some relationships that I think people are just destined to see fail. This one and Simone Biles and her husband, for some reason,
Jonathan Owens.
Yes, Jonathan Owens. Yes, I think there are relationships that I feel like, and I don't want to single out black women, but black women want to see that relationship fail for some reason.
Because
no, they still cursing the name of Jonathan Owens after that interview.
I know, and it was like,
for Simone Biles, the thing is, they don't want to see it fail. They just feel like he be playing in her face all the time, and all the time he playing in her face.
Okay, Material Life. I kind of wanna dig deeper into that because I low key kind of disagree, and here's why. They were both there in the interview. Not only were they both there, she doubled down. He wasn't the one that doubled down. She was the one that doubled down. So I'm just trying to see where exactly the play was at. Because, okay, it's one thing to say that you didn't know who she was, right? But it's a whole nother thing if she is just not, she probably don't even think of herself, in that kind of manner when it comes to her relationship. You know what I'm saying? So to project that, outside of their relationship is kind of weird, in my opinion.
Yeah, the problem is when, you say, well, she was, what he said, I think she kept on blowing him up. Like he literally went into the catch.
Yeah, he was the catch. Yeah.
And this and that. She kept on blowing me up. She like 10 pictures. Like, bro, you're doing too much now. Like at this point in time, people still say, "Oh, Simone Biles' husband." Like, bro. Like, and she's always like, "Oh, I can't wait for when they whenever they say, they start calling her, by his name, like, oh, that's the what's the name, Jonathan Owens' like wife, girl, bye, like."
I just feel like based off of her reaction, ain't really nothing to trip about.
It's not. But the thing is, it just be he doing too much. Like there's a limit to doing too much. Like we all know, she probably was thirsting.
But doing too much of what?
He's the prize.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I feel like he's well within his right to think he's the prize. In my personal opinion, I think he has every right to flex.
You ask me, more men need to take that mentality anyway.
No, I will not agree with that. I will not fucking agree. I did not say that.
Well, it's not.
I
It's
did.
not.
Right, you didn't say it. I did.
The problem isn't him flexing.
And this is why you're the villain,
Is,
Dion. But go ahead, B. I'm sorry. Go ahead, B.
the problem isn't him flexing. The problem is doing too much. Like it's one thing to
Doing
say
too much of what?
Let her finish. Let her finish. Go ahead, B.
like, okay, clearly she did. She probably blew up his phone, liked every one of his pictures, this and that, this and that. But you could have kept that in the vote. There was no reason for you to put that out there.
She could have. True.
And even when girls do that same thing, oh, he was thirst trapping. He was in my DM so heavy. I'm like, girl, shut up. It's like clearly he got out the DM.
So even if I was the man in this situation and I'm like, yeah, I was in her DMs and I was simping it up, she's still doing too much?
You doing too much. If you the man in the situation,
right.
And then you talk about I was in her DM. I'm like, boy, shut up. Like, doing too much. That's just doing too much. Like, certain things you could have just kept that in the vote. Like, did we need this information?
Oh, so now both of them now are fucking doing too much. That's funny.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to. Like, it's not that serious. Like,
Yeah.
clearly it went past the DM, like, or whatever, however y'all met from the little dating app, whatever the case may be. Y'all got to know each other.
Oh,
and
rich
y'all
nigga
like each
Tinder?
other. Yeah, rich nigga Tinder. Y'all like each other and stuff like that. But to be like, oh, like I went and took a shower, came back, she like 20 of my pictures. Okay. When girls do that, it irritates my soul. Like, girl, like, do you not get attention? Like, is that serious for you to be like,
It's kind of like that Aisha Curry situation.
yeah, like doing too much. Like, oh, and Ice Curry just confused me. Like, like, girl, shut up. Like, y'all could have kept that in the vote. Like, she could have kept that in her.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now
I'm
I
not going to stop.
Now I understand.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it's like people be doing too much. Like, I understand she was thirsting for you, but it's like you could have kept those information in the vote for your kids. Like, they need to know this. Because when girls do it, it's annoying. When guys do it, it's annoying. And if you like, yeah, I was fiending for my wife. Like, I seen her and I messaged her 300 times. Bro, you didn't need to let us know this. Like, we
You got
did not.
me fiending.
I did not ask for this information. There was no reason for you to be telling me this.
Take my money, my house and my cars for a little. You know.
Yo, B. Yo, B.
Shit.
If a man sings you a love song, is he doing too much? And not just any love song, them 90s love songs. You know, with the they vocalize.
If
and
you,
I'll be like, oh, that's
if
cute.
you,
But as long as you don't go to social media talking about stuff, oh man, you know, I had a boombox out front of her door. Shut up. Like,
nah, material life. The next time you see me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I was on my wife. The first time I laid my eyes on her, I was like, oh, yeah, you know.
And she probably was ducking and diving because like that they be like everybody staring at you. You be like, she's like, oh my lord, he's so crazy. It's like,
you're
babe,
damn right.
stop.
Crazy in love like Beyonce. I'm gonna say all that corny shit.
And she probably was saying, babe, stop, don't say that.
Don't say that. You don't want to be said. Don't say that. You know? Bro, I swear to God, I will be the most annoying. I will be the most head ass nigga to ever exist.
And I'm gonna be a background singer. I'm gonna have them 90s clothes, and I'm gonna just hit that 90s bop, that slow bop.
No. Not be in the background.
Yeah, he's gonna be my background singer and my ad libber. Don't fucking play with me.
I'll embarrass. That's what I will embarrass somebody. It's like,
yeah, for real.
My sister don't like going through drive-thrus with me because I'm fucking with people. And my sisters be shaking their head because they're the ones driving. I'm just like, I be the one just yelling for no reason. And no, you don't have to yell in the damn box. But yeah, I embarrass the fuck out of my girl. I don't care. But yeah, I don't know. I just when I look at on to the point when I look at like the DDG Halle Bailey and to some point ASAP and Rihanna, I feel like those are just relationships I think people want to fail just so they could say that man was never in your league and you need to just be with people in your league or some shit like that. So, and I want to throw Nicki Minaj and her husband too, but I feel like that's for a different reason. But it's just I don't know. I think it's weird.
That's a genuine Nicki could have did better. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just say it. That's a genuine Nicki could have did better.
No, I think that relationship, I just think she just wanted a street nigga so she could tell niggas what to do. Or that whole thing.
And then even if that's all she wanted, she could have did better. She could have gotten a street nigga that wasn't a sex offender.
Listen, Dion, you are gonna hurt yourself trying to rationalize this. So I think you need.
I'm not trying to rationalize a motherfucking thing. I'm just saying she could have picked someone way the fuck better and more suitable.
Saying by rationalizing. I know she could have picked someone better, but yeah, you're gonna hurt yourself.
He's technically a sex offender by default.
I'm not making no excuse for no damn sex offender.
Thank you.
Well, they were both kids, and to find out that the girl wasn't telling the truth, because she even sent her lawyer to like say, okay, she was lying about the whole situation. But the case was already. His
life is already ruined. So
yeah.
I wasn't there.
And I think the way they gave him the plea deal, it was set up as if like regardless if he wants to change later, it's impossible. But back in New York around that time, we also got the Central Park 5 and all that situation. So let's be honest.
They was trying to make them register as sex offenders. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I didn't do the crime. And they was
now you just say you did it.
Well, to this day, all of us still confused as to how Nicki and this man came to be, but
it's not entirely for us to know, but
yeah, well, he seemed to love her, so I guess.
You know who else love her? Me.
Yeah, I just think
Meek don't love her. Meek love the money that came along and the freedom and the enjoyment. Meek don't love no damn Nicki the way he was cheating so hard. Meek don't love nobody but himself.
I just personally think she just like street niggas, so she could tell niggas I could send niggas to you if she got beef with anybody. I could send niggas to your door and fuck you up. I think that's what he brings. Honestly, I think that's what he brings. Remember when he had that whole beef with Offset and the nigga was outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Offset ended up leaving New York, boy, overnight.
The nigga was in Atlanta with Castanet fucking having a sleepover. This nigga talking about I'm outside or some shit like that. And I still think Nicki told him to go out there. Like, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think she told him to go out there. I was like, because this nigga looks stupid.
I have never seen someone's husband get clowned more than him.
Yo, for real. It's not even funny. Like, it's sad. But then when you do clown stuff, that's expected. There's too many clowns though in the industry, honestly.
Yeah, okay. Also, Dion, and this is random because you brought up Nia Jax earlier. I'm about to send you a screenshot of why I tell you not to bring Nia Jackson to hear me out. But any last words before we move on to our final thoughts?
DDG, you'll be okay. You'll get her again.
First of all, DDG and Halle breaking up, I don't even think it's real. I feel like it just don't even make sense.
They probably just on a break. That's what I'm saying.
I put as much stock in that as I put into everything about Taylor Swift and friggin' Travis Kelce. To which I say, if something weird happens between them, we'll know because Taylor Swift's going to put out a fucking song about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Dion just sent it to you. It's in the chat. We're gonna go into our final thoughts, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start with Dion.
Excuse me. Final thought. We're going through pneumonia weather again. Dress accordingly. I just had to take a day off work earlier this week because somehow both my kids wound up sick.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, watch out fucking with this weather. You know, it's about to be flu season. COVID's trying to make a fucking comeback.
Oh Lord, I don't need COVID.
Yeah, man. Watch it out here in this weather, man. And that's all I got to say.
They about to go tell us to start getting vaccinated again.
Oh Lord, let's not do that. Material life, it is on you.
The year is almost over. Like for real.
2 months.
I'm telling you, live it up. Do your big one if you still got big ones to do. That's it.
Well said. Well said. Father, it is on you.
You want to know what I like doing? I like taking pictures of food. I feel like I have a talent for it. So I don't know. I'm gonna start doing more of that. I really like taking pictures of food because food be good and I like to eat. And that's enough reason for me. I don't know. Like, I mean, honestly, I guess what my real final thought is, I guess I've been kind of seeing a shift in like the cultures and shit like that. People are like having more intelligent conversation. Like black men are starting to become a little bit more in tune with their emotions. And you know, black women are, you know, just doing the damn thing when it comes to business. And you know, shout out to Glorilla for having like a really good fucking album. My girl my girl Megan about to drop again part 2 to her album, which I also enjoyed.
What you gonna do is rap for Megan.
Yeah, shit. Let me tell you something. That's my baby, okay?
You the first person I heard talk about Megan.
And that is my baby. Ray was there. Ray will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I was there from day one.
Mm-hmm.
When she was begging Pete.
Oh Lord.
You
was really there from day one.
Nigga, that is they could never make me hate Megan. They could never make me hate that woman. That is my girl. So all of her success is my success. I love her genuinely. You know what I'm saying? So they can never make me hate my stallion. That's my girl. Man,
I was never a super fan of Megan. I never disliked her, but she was just kind of there to me at first, but like she's really grown on me over like the past like 2 years.
Yeah, she ain't grown on me yet.
But for me personally, she's a rapper. You feeling what I'm saying? Like she raps. That's what I like about her. She got bars.
The thing that won me over when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion is just how much of a nerd she is.
And she watch anime.
Right.
I think that's why a lot of
that's the ticket for me when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion. I love just how much of a nerd that woman is.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I gotta support her. It was like I finally have someone.
A beautiful nerd will always win. That's all I got to say about that. A beautiful nerd will always win.
And like another thing too, and like a lot of people are probably gonna run me down and disagree when I say this, but I don't give a fuck. She has a pure heart. Like her character, her fucking character, she has a pure heart. I see it. It's just people be having her fucked up, and she has to compromise her character in order to make it appear that she's not as fucked up as she actually is. But you know, like she has a very pure heart. Like if you remember that whole situation with Tory Lanez, she didn't even contact the police at first. You feeling what I'm saying? She actually was at odds when it came to that. That's why Ray, if you remember, I got so mad when she was on what was it, New York Times, sitting there talking about women of color and shit like that. I'm like, no.
Open it again,
Bruh. Like, cause I like, like I don't want her to be a
because I
pawn
think
to
you opened it
anybody.
from there. I was trying to
So
grab a handle.
yo, I love that girl too much, man. I don't want to see nobody play with her like that. She's no one to be played with. She's legitimately one of the best, she's legitimately one of the best rappers of her generation. So, I just want the best for her. I didn't even mean this to become like a Megan Thee Stallion love post, but here we are. And I'm gonna leave it at that. That's my final thoughts. I love you, Megan. Sipping my mimosa while he lick on my canocha.
Okay. Tia Mowry, go get your man back. All right.
Nah, for real.
Yeah,
Spin the block. Spin the block.
First of all, Ray, you
Yes.
can't go throw this big old dagger talking about some final thoughts. Like that's not a whole series. No, don't like that's not no final thought. Like,
what do you mean? Tia Mowry, go get your man back.
First of all, what's his name? Corey Hadrick.
Corey Hadrick.
Yeah, Corey Hadrick.
Don't let her walk back in. No, she don't need to get her man back. She needs to
Spin the
sit in
block,
that
Tia.
because she don't need to spin the block. She need to go sit her ass in that because she thought she let social media play her for boo boo the goddamn fool because she seen them girls flying out. But you gotta remember, them niggas getting locked up right now. So go sit your ass
Nah,
in there.
for real.
Right.
They all get
all
locked.
these niggas that was flying chicks out, they technically in jail right now. These private jets ain't private in no more. These dope dealers ain't dope dealing no more.
Nah, these scammers
So
now.
I'm
Look at
telling you,
what that money maker bitch do.
exactly. She thought she let TikTok play her for Boo Boo the Fool because she had them niggas giving her hard eyes on there. And she realized them niggas don't want you for real. Like they just trying to smash, girl. You had a man that he may have not showed you the love that you wanted to see that TikTok was giving you, but he was at home though. So go ahead, leave him alone because there's about 50,000 females that's really ready to put that demon time on him.
Nah, don't do that. That's a man of God. Come on now.
No, that's what females be failing to realize. These girls are really ready to put demon time on men. But these guys ain't doing that for like they might put a little hard eye on your little posts and stuff like that. But like females ain't really in competition. Like men, like there's about 20 females ready to go to town, ready to live they best life to be comfortable. Like who is it? I seen somebody say like, was it the Holcomb guy from Shannon Sharp? He
Corey
was
Holcomb.
like,
Corey
yeah, he's
Holcomb.
like, I don't need to be like extremely rich. Like I'm living life. He's like, I think I have enough money, and I know about 20 females in poverty. Like he's serious. Like he ain't even joking. But that's honestly the truth. There's more than 20 females in poverty. Like there's a whole projects of females that would happily do a little crazy thing for a piece of $50,000. $10,000 they'll do something crazy. So
That
like
nigga got a broke bitch stock market.
exactly.
Like, and they'll be happy for 10K. They'll even be happy for 5K. Some of them was getting nothing to go slip a nigga off in the back of a car. So to give them $5,000, bruh, like Tia, like you really let TikTok play you. You was doing these little videos, and the people was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so girl."
She graduated.
My man.
She
Yeah,
graduated.
I'm telling you. Now she looking crazy, crying over there. Girl, talking about I'm so lonely. Girl, what you thought was out there? But you wasn't reading the group chats where people was talking about the dating pool has piss and poop and all the other stuff. That now we got all these love shows trying to help people find dates. Okay. Hey, Tia must have thought she was that girl.
She did thought she was that girl. People still they was like they still think of her as sister. I was like, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, might be 30 years. Hell, that's 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Nigga,
But
it's
Tia's
not
like,
sister anymore. It's auntie. Get it right.
Auntie.
but Tia's like, how old? Girl, you talking about there's like 20 something year olds. I mean, like they reckless. Like these girls ain't even afraid of STDs. Like, so like
Shout out
Tia,
to
what
Gucci third leg.
yeah.
That was
Like
gonna be
Tia,
a
you
topic,
compete,
but I didn't know y'all wanted to talk about that.
like Tia competing with a very scary class. Like, girl, you're not competing with regular people no more. You know what I mean? Like, girl.
And they'll fight you. And Tia, I can look at you right now. You're not a fighter. These women will fight you.
They will. They will and break your windows and stalk you.
I do
Like,
not want to see Tia Mowry getting her ass whooped.
Me
I don't
neither.
want to see that.
I've been looking at nothing but Baddies Reunion, and I hate that show.
Oh,
Right.
Ray, we had the chance to do something fucking legendary. If we started reacting to baddies and bad girls club and shit like that,
But this all I'm gonna say about that. Shout out to Tashiki, because that's the only thing that's the only positive thing I can say about
it's Tashiki.
Tashiki. She's undefeated. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather because she undefeated.
Krishan's older sister.
Older sister. I watched her walk 4 different bitches down and not break a sweat. Like,
first of all, why the fuck are they fighting Floyd Mayweather's daughter? Did they not think of that before they?
Because most women think they can fight. They think and this is my prediction about baddies. If the shit keeps going on and Tashiki is still on that show, I guarantee you it's going to be a time where some of the women are just going to literally get on in just to see if they could beat Tashiki's ass. Excuse me.
Well, that girl been fighting her whole life.
Yeah, I know.
Since her Maryland elementary school days.
Yeah, I know.
People used to pay her. People called her. But she was saying, like, people would call her and her sister, be like, "Oh, we need you to fight this person." They give them a bag or whatever the case, and then they go fight them. That's why she got so good. Like, that's all she do is fight when she was down in Baltimore.
She's literally Kimbo Slice and some thongs. Like,
and she pretty in the face, so it's even more attractive.
She's very attractive. That's
the
only thing I take away from.
She the female Sheila.
She Floyd. Like you want to talk about reaction? I want to do a breakdown of some of her fight. I seen her fight Scarface, and with a name like Scarface, I feel like you can do something.
This last baddie reunion, the way they was taking out these dentures out these girls' mouths should be studied. I mean, not dentures, but these little fake tooth, whatever they call them.
Yeah. The worst one she did, what's her name? Diamond the Body?
Oh my gosh. Took a whole, it felt like her whole bottom teeth was gone. But no.
Damn.
She dropped her. Tashiki
Hey
dropped
man, hey, but you want to know what it is? You gotta play your role. You feeling what I'm saying? I feel like with shows like fucking baddies and all that and all them other shows, there's classes. You feeling what I'm saying? Know who your class is. Don't fucking fight the warrior bitches. They'll beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like not all of y'all are warriors.
Uh, I'm not into Tiki class, child.
No one's in Tashiki class.
No,
The only
because
class
it's
I have with her is the courthouse. Girl, I'll sue you.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know your class. If you take it to court, you gonna win. I like that.
You know who need the box Tashiki? Clarissa Shields, because that's the other person.
Oh hell no.
Layla Ali,
Oh,
Clarissa Shields. That's where she at right now. He's like,
no, I don't think that would work. One is
no,
professional.
Clarissa with Dog Walker. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, like
Clarissa with Dog.
it's the same thing when they had what's his name? Was it Kimbo Slice that they had when he
In
went
UFC.
professional?
Yeah, when he was
Yeah,
going to UFC. Yeah, he was getting his yeah.
and child, they was eating him up.
Nah, he was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. Professional versus like street. It don't match.
Yeah,
Now I
I
don't
see.
know. Tasiki might surprise me. She might still be,
I mean, shoot. If Francis Ngannou can knock out Tyson Fury, anything is possible.
the way her like I don't know, her setup is pretty nice. I ain't gonna pretend.
Because she actually, no, someone taught her how to box. I don't care what anyone said. Someone taught her. Her stance is good. Her,
Hmm.
her footwork is good. Like I
Like
watched the
the
one
other
where she.
girls, they be
Yeah,
throwing free range hits. Like it's windmill hits. Like it might get, it might not. But Tasiki hers be like solid, like like she a whole man.
yeah. I said, yeah. When she did Diamond the Betty and she dropped her, I said, oh. And I think
Mm.
and honestly, that fight, I think it put everybody on notice. So
Oh no, last year when she fought um Krishan's
so,
two friends and gave them like they was looking definitely like what's it called them
oh
like
yeah, she
Mark,
said
like they
me
had
right now.
knots, like I mean triple knots, and then she went on the Wild Out on Zeus. Jesus, I was like, yeah,
Yeah, I saw that one too. I saw that.
I'm good.
Who was she fighting? Jella? Was she fighting Jella?
I don't know who she was fighting, but what I do know is them girls was they need some milk.
I know.
Wait. Jayla, as in Jayla from Bad Girls Club, Jayla?
Oh yeah, Jayla got a little toot got gone.
Ooh!
Well,
I'm
she didn't fight
sorry.
Tasiki. She fought some white girl that keeps saying the N word, and she felt some type of way about the white girl.
Oh, yeah, that's her. That's
The
my
one that,
baby. I
mm-hmm,
love her. I fucking love her. I was in love with her when she went to Bad Girls Club, because she went to another white bitch and she was like, "Yo, if you get in my face one more time, I'ma slide your ass,"
mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
proceeded to slide her ass.
Yeah,
No,
she slid.
Jayla can fight. The problem is, I don't know if she keep on going south for her somewhere. First, the girl done bit her skin, and
Yeah,
now the girl was holding her lip.
yeah,
like, 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 how does somebody get to the point where they holding your lip? Like, that's crazy work to me. Like, yeah, you hitting them for real, but they holding your lip, and then her teeth popped.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes you gotta take a couple L's. It's okay, you know.
Then she won, but it's still you lost a tooth. Like it
Yeah,
was on
hey,
the floor.
She
spoilers of
squared up
war.
with Meatball. And that one stopped short, but I think she would have got Meatball if
I don't
Tommy did.
know. The
No,
way
I think
meatball.
I think she'd have got Meatball. And if Tommy didn't stop that one, she would have got Meatball.
I don't know. That's a
She
little
like,
rough.
I don't know. She said, I don't know. I'm calling that one. I'm not so because that one was even. It was even out, and then both of them was getting their licks
I
in.
think Jayla came to a realization like, what the hell I'm fighting meatball for? Like this don't even make no sense. Like Like it just didn't make sense why you fighting Meatball. I understand why you fighting the girl that keeps saying the N-word. But I'm like, Meatball, I didn't even know y'all had beef.
I mean, I still think that show is the worst show to ever come on TV. But you know,
Oh, I wouldn't say the worst.
it's the
To be
worst.
honest, I don't even know how Zeus blew up that fast. It's like, damn, they came out of nowhere.
Blueface. It was Blueface and Krishan. I think it was Blueface and
No,
Krishan.
it was Jocelyn Hernandez.
That
But
too.
then I think Jocelyn was the very first show that like really took it to like next level. Cause they also had Black China show. They had back then they used to have those love shows where they had to find dates. Like they had B Simone, they had the guy that be Kiki, whatever he be dressing up like a girl.
So blame the ratchets. Got it.
Yeah. Oh no, it's always been a ratchet show from the very beginning.
Zeus is a ratchet network.
Well, and the guy Lemmy from Zeus just clarified. I guess he's not married because everybody been speaking about the fact that him and what's that little girl name? Something the body, Scotty the body.
Yeah.
They're supposedly sleeping together, or she got an STD or something. Child, who knows? Allegedly, I don't know. He had to clear the air that he's not married, and he's private, but we all know he's supposedly dating the host, which is Miss Universe 20 something.
Fucking all the hoes. But,
You know it.
damn. This is, it's funny. We got straight up off the final thoughts, which is the grass is greener on the other side. That was my whole point. And I'm not going to refute what B said because you probably did lose a good thing. And let this be a lesson to all you women that wants to find your self-love and then like throw everything away because of you wanting to find self-love. Look at Tia Mowry. Is this what you really want to go back to? I can understand wanting to have a whole phase, but you're not a hoe. All right. I know being a hoe looks fun because they look like they do whatever they want, but at the end of the day, they go back to being lonely hoes. That's just looking for someone to claim them, and they don't. All right, Tia Murray, go if you, I will say go get your husband back, but the way me explained it, I don't think it's possible. Hell, I even seen them on red carpets when they hug each other. He looked like I don't want nothing to do with this woman no more. So, probably don't. She probably don't lost that opportunity. But let this be a lesson to y'all. The grass isn't greener on the other side. If you have a good thing, stay with it. And that's my final thoughts. I would like to thank the panel for jumping on the podcast as usual. I would like to thank all of y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is, let me just say podcast, and we are signing out. Peace.
Bye.